the calm before the storm. Here we go, our first game locking in, and these competitors taking deep breaths as the intros, and it is Siegfried.
Oh, okay, so no merciful scene just yet.
Sky. Devastating. If I could dictate the river.
This is literally the thought process Tororo has right now. Yeah. This is literally what Tororo said in his head.
Exactly. He's trying to dictate the rhythm, make sure that we're not playing too slow, waiting for the stocks, that two-step game plan. Instead, we want to take the fight to Monarch.
All right, let's believe in victory, folks. Game number 1 begins. Monarch versus Tororo.
Red versus blue, the US versus Japan, sending it out with a first blood on that far H.
I just got the light to keep things locked down. Another butterfly explosion goes off. Ooh, nice.
Wait, like you said, that flame wall, right? Just so good to catch out that airspace.
Exactly. We're not gonna have to worry about, clashing projectiles unless you want to spend the ult. Do you want to spend the resource, Monarch? Tororo is asking you.
There we go. Immediate BC doesn't want to have to hold the plus frames on that point blank EX flame wall.
Nice lights. Trying to maintain that presence. We don't want you to get that forward approach. Disjointing hurt box really stopping that. Back special is spent. Nice spot dodge.
Oh, run up 5U. I have to imagine that's not what Tororo was looking for. Definitely a brave way of trying to challenge the butterfly, but still finds the MVP, goading Monarch into trying to take his turn.
There it is. Ooh, interesting. We still got the Raging Strike into Jane. We don't spend it out. Monarch goes down for the first round. We could have spent our brave point away.
That butterfly, I can't imagine that's what we're looking for when Tororo is one far H away from taking away your life. Maybe a bit of bravery in the corner, but either way, the first round here to the Siegfried.
All right, both players, they had their nervous moment here.
Yes.
That's done and over with. Now we're back on equal ground here in round number 2. 2M, let's go for the Orchid.
Yep, pick up into the EX Rekka. Now we're just walking it through with the safe jab. Didn't even have enough for the 50 on UDP.
I wasn't ready for the throw either, Jane.
Yeah. Scoop into the corner once again, block out the BC. That's one break point down and no escape from the corner.
Nice shimmy, the 2M, dash hell, and this is gonna be big. We have all the resources going to strip that one additional break point away by spending it.
Here we go. Doesn't quite put you in throw range, but still, tricky situation when the light confirm is all you need to kill.
There it goes, 2L, get off me, please. I need a little bit of breathing room.
Yeah.
Good spot, that's the 5L!
We talk about this button so often, right? This disjoint, this low, it stops the approach so safely from Monarch, but you are not in a safe position right now. Any one touch should be enough. Still 2 BP and 60% to work through on Tororo's HP.
All right, oh, see, trying to sneak in with that ult. I've been talking about that, right? You have the EX firewall there. You try to clash with the higher priority projectile.
Yes.
Tried to make it through, but unfortunately it was too little too late. That wall wasn't coming.
Taking a second at the rematch screen. Not going to consult the notes just yet. We've already got it loaded up into the brain. We just need a second to breathe. I see those pen lights on the back. Those are pretty bright.
I know. That's the Red Bull best seats back there.
Oh, there we go.
All right, Monarch looking stoic here. I mean, this silence is palpable right now.
It's definite.
Can I hear something from the crowd, please? I need to feel comfortable. Thank you. Oh, my goodness. All right, we're going to get this match here started in just a moment. I hear that we're locking in, and there we go!
Jump scared me with the rematch. Back into the action here. Once again, Tororo up 1, pushed over to the corner, but this EX Flame Wall is just doing wonders, right? This advancing high priority projectile and the EXTP to stop Monarch's approach.
There we go, very aggressive. Ult, yeah, we wanted to try to interrupt the slow startup here before the butterfly could explode.
Yep. There we go, the deep dash. Just wait things out in case we're looking for another DP.
Oh, yeah, try to clash on projectiles here. Good spot dodge with the rain arrow.
Yep.
Nice jump in. BC out. This is a strong life lead here from Monarch, but now the tables are turned. Your back's against the wall. We find a way with the Raging Chain. This should be a round for Monarch.
Oh, but you just barely didn't have enough for the Raging Chain, so you can't spend the other Brave point. Just barely living with the sliver. Tororo a little bit outside of chip damage range and trying to make the most of it with this borrowed time.
All right, there we go. Look, I already saw the future. I knew it was going to happen.
I should have known it'd be 5L. Every time. Again, that quick disjoint low recovers so fast, we might as well use it to stop the approach here from Tororo.
Dash up here, trying to deny that forward approach. Good spot dodge. The caution is here. Ooh, there it is.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, we're showing a lot more of that, aerial arrow again, but what is the answer to EX Flame Wall? It covers the airspace, it allows us to advance on the ground. Yes, the cooldown's down, but you're already stuck in the corner again, it catches you out.
Beautiful routing here. Not gonna go too much further. We're gonna spend our specialist just to get the damage out.
Yeah.
Next interaction though, we're definitely looking to kill now. 2 BC down.
Oh yeah. Ultimate Butterfly goes for the Ultimate Flame Wall.
Oh,
Clean
no.
spot dodge and a clean block of the DP. Run up for the close H. We still got 50 meter. Raging Strike available. We're just going to opt to end it. It will be you, Butterfly.
Tries to go for the block pressure here off the alt Butterfly. Knock at the door, final BC off the table. It doesn't matter though, the health, you wouldn't be able to keep up in the next combo situation.
Thought that was going to be a little early in the spot dodge, but beautiful timing from Monarch to stay alive and avoid that chip.
That dash M, get that knockdown.
Yeah. Checking with the low, perfect spacing from Tororo. Still a life lead even after the hard knockdown UDP.
All right. There's that flame, and of course the EX back special will round up, tied in this second game.
My sunset has not yet come.
Sword back in stone, going into round number 3.
That notebook, that ever-trusting notebook sitting right there, arm's length away. Didn't consult it, and maybe we might regret that decision as far as this pace is going.
Exactly. Detonate, try and catch the approach preemptively. Okay, that's EX Flame Wall down. One less thing to worry about. Monarch trying to take the most of this opportunity while the cooldown's spent.
There we go. Shipping away, and this is the point, right? You want to stay in this mid-screen space, try to keep Siegfried away, but we fail a little bit here. We do get that back special, and Tororo threatening this corner.
Yeah, I like the spot dodge on the Flame Wall and then the immediate 2M. We were trying to catch out the 667 earlier, but still Monarch fighting to make his way over to the other corner. We have you Butterfly, so a couple Zephyrs, these short hops into throws, have pushed Tororo up against this East Coast corner.
Excellent spot dodge, the 5L interrupting the forward approach.
Yep.
That's exactly the button that we need right now, Monarch, but backs against the wall, and this is dangerous territory. SSBA on the table to strip 2 Brave points. We get a combo, but the light starter, we got this Raging Chain, and Monarch survives another round.
Tying things back up in our first set here. Synchronized sips of water. We got to hydrate. Recovered the stamina mid-race. I get it.
I see what you did there. I absolutely see what you did there. You're not slick. Mid-race, huh?
You know me.
Excellent property, though.
Straight out of the gate. All right. On tie point right now, heading into game number 3. Tororo reconsidering the notes that we got in the notes app, but Monarch just consulting the mental palace. Not going to go into the physical notebook just yet. That's like our limit break. We're saving that for grand finals.
I mean, honestly, what I really like out of this set so far, coming from Monarch, is the fact that we are really keeping Tororo at bay. I know I picked Tororo to take the whole thing, but honestly, this is the type of play I expect from Monarch, right? To be at that mid-screen range, denying it. But this firewall, this is going to be the crux of the situation. We're removing that jump back fireball from the game plan. We're trying to stay more grounded. Ooh, great to you.
Yeah, perfect spacing from Monarch there. Really just wanted to escape the corner, even if it meant losing his turn, but lost all the space we, bet our life on. All right, ultimate DP brings you back over to the mid-screen. No butterfly set. Instead, we just dash up.
We already gave up so much space. We want to try to get it back. So we press for the mid-screen. Another back special.
Yep.
Back in corner.
Spot dodges from Monarch have been on point, just trying to make sure Tororo doesn't get away with 3+ frames off of the EX special, but caught out here with a counter hit. Sniped out of the skies to the airborne hit means we don't quite find the kill, even with 100. Monarch living on a sliver.
All right, BC. Ooh, very fortunate BC, too.
Yeah, right in point blank.
Nice. Wasted resources on the side of Tororo. At this rate, though, Monarch is going to need way more lucky interactions here.
Oh, yeah. Keeping you at bay with 5H. Again, any of these bombs could be lethal, but the counter hit on the JH allowed him to get the 2M on the way back down. Round up Tororo.
Right, big start here for Tororo. See if we can take this lead. Watch that 2M on the approach here, the flame wall. Yeah, we have to spend EX for EX to trade out. Staggers here on the lights, but Monarch kind of getting brave there. Got the 5L.
Yep. Okay, looking for a shimmy, but nothing found off of the backdash. Monarch content to hold down back, looking for these IVs as well, just to get a tiny bit more extra meter. We need that DP to threaten and escape out of the corner. 2U
on the approach, dash L. Here's another 5L series.
Okay.
Look, we're looking for that corner pressure here. I don't want you to move. You need to stop. You're scary over there.
Yep. But even with the cooldown down, right? We have so much meter on the side of Tororo, so we could do ultimate flame wall. It's not about the damage, it's about interrupting on the knockdown, but a clean spot dodge. Once again, be careful. Still got 50 meter, but that's not going to stop the 5L. Monarch with the mash.
I think you all need to understand that was a very dangerous spot for Monarch to be in. Down 2 Brave points and all those resources on the side of Tororo.
Oh, yeah.
A significant strike would have been absolutely devastating.
Send it with a 6-6L from downtown, but with no Brave points to your name, you still need one more touch. Set the seal, just barely the air arrow going over the butterfly to allow it to keep that pressure up for one more turn. 5H ties us up once again.
Yes, indeed. We'll see how far this goes. Monarch, how many times can you fight with your back against the wall? This is insane.
Man.
Uh-oh. Taking a break here. Nice little spot dodge as Tororo tries to make the approach. Good answer back with the 5L. Well-timed, well-spaced on the spot dodge. Ooh, jump in, though.
Yeah, full commit on the jump forward from Tororo. We've been seeing a lot of great falls coming out from Monarch, but just called the shot there, going over the 236U. Or 236 rather, sending it with the 2M.
Dash up, another one. Ooh. All right, so we got our BC. A little bit of breathing room. The alt butterfly still a threat.
Oh, there we go. Lockdown in the block stun right now, just trying to find an escape, but at least that's a diamond for your, space.
Ooh. Oh my goodness, very fortunate.
Double Zephyr, make it 3. The short hop's trying to bait out a throw here, but nothing found from Tororo. Clean on the spot dodge as well, not going to get away with the 226U.
I got to commend the patience that Tororo has to make these approaches, to get this raging strike with the resources to get the finish, 2-1. A lesser player would have been fallen at this point, would have been overstressed by how many projectiles we've had to dodge through. All right, synchronized drinking once again here.
Water once again, yeah. And as a reminder to everybody in the stadium, of course, our full top 8 for Granblue Fantasy versus Rising is going to be first to 3, so you get all of that action. Can I hear, if you guys like first to 3 for Granblue, make some noise.
Is this what they call first to 3 value?
It's great value, I'll tell you what. We're getting more matches between your GOAT and my GOAT here in that winner's side of top 8. It's going to be a heartbreaker because only one of them can stay alive in that winner's finals, but we shall see.
I mean, look, this is one of the times where I wouldn't feel bad about conceding, okay? Like, this is...
It's a good guess on
I'd win
side.
either way. Like,
yeah. We were tied for the most popular pick, you know?
Yeah, that's
true. We'll take it.
I mean, it would be quite the story here for Monarch to make that extraordinary return at Frosty Fostings earlier, to now make this massive return at EVO, taking it all.
All right, send out the low set butterfly, so we're going for the high arrows now to try and stop you, but blocked out the flame wall.
Oh my goodness, yeah, a little bit preemptive on the anti-air shot.
Yep. 2H and 1H from Matero, right? Air blockable, so didn't lose a ton of space here from Tororo going for the forward jump.
Nice. All right, so we got our explosion. A little bit too far away for the hop to connect.
Yeah.
Ooh, jeez.
There we go. Short confirm into the LDP, the clash. The arrow just passing through that flame wall.
Yep, we see the buffer there. We're waiting for another flame wall to come through.
Yep.
Nice low. And look at this, Monarch has life lead, so we are pretty comfortable at that full screen range, trying to chip away at the health. And that's the game plan for Monarch. Monarch's willing to be patient, not press the issue.
Exactly.
Until suddenly Tororo comes knocking and pressing the issue.
Tororo looking for these big openings, right? But Monarch is trying to play a game of inches, spot dodging on the flame walls, whether it's EX or ultimate version, and trying to switch up the timings on his own arrows to just gradually work away at Tororo's HP. But still, the button tech chipping away as well and finds a hit here.
All right, here we go, full extension. We have a lot of resources, not quite gonna get the kill. Oh, but we will now. We certainly will now. Take a step back, assess the situation. That looks like a 2M scenario to me.
Yeah, one of the first shimmies that we've bitten on Monarch's side as well, so we can feel the nerves coming up as we're threatening being sent down into the loser's side. It's set, point, Tororo.
Deep jumping, goodness. Knock at the door here, late tech. All the better for Tororo right now.
L, 6XL, it's a battle of lights.
Wait a minute, this scenario is looking familiar. This is a lot of game 1 interactions here coming back to the surface.
Exactly.
Going right back to that EX back special here. Flame wall to interrupt, the ult addition to stop the backdash.
There we go, just snipes you out, puts you into the corner for 50 meter. Got the refund for it too, so Tororo so healthy on that meter situation.
Knock at the door again here, nice. Stepping away from the dash L. Wait a minute, 5L, that's our big starter.
Yeah, off the counter hit, able to give yourself time to hit confirm off the triple close L or 5L.
Stagger pressure again. I mean, this is absolutely nerve-wracking if you're Monarch. You make one mistake with no brave points on your side, it's over. But this one, looking like a round over. Monarch gonna take that one.
Here we go, and a beautiful confirm. The U butterfly tracking to finish the job for a clean pickup, but it's still set point Tororo. You're not out of harm's way just yet.
Okay, EX Firewall got that approach. Nice toss. Every single time we earn this corner, we are a substantial threat, yet Monarch still somehow finds a way out. There it is, the shimmy, not biting on it.
Nope, just waiting it out. All these far Ls, these 2 Ms, building up so much meter for Tororo as well. You have to worry about the flame walls.
That's such a big factor of this, right? We do have the stagger pressure. We're not necessarily chipping away, but we are building resources to be an ever-present threat for a final touch scenario, actually, with the resources here.
Ooh! Okay, able to stop the ultimate startup there. Flame Wall, not gonna help you. Block out on the BC, but it's still a mash out with 2L.
Nice with the 2M. Oh, interrupted something. I'm not sure what we got out.
Okay, that's your final break point. Monarch, this could be your last stand.
This is it. Alt Butterfly, Rainfall, Tororo. You know that back special's coming.
Yeah, careful that we're trying in now. Yes, Flame Wall is down. One less thing to worry about for Monarch. There's so much health to work your way through.
This time the Rainfall here, threatening. Oh, that just
Barely out of range. Just barely stopped the swing.
Literally saw death right in front of your door. Oh no.
That was a scary butterfly set, but not scary enough. Undeterred, Monarch finds the hit, but no full confirmed. The 2M goes wide. 50-meter available on both sides.
15 seconds left.
Ooh.
Not gonna need it. Monarch with the final shot. Oh my goodness. Already? See, this is why. This is why these two are the favorite.
Exactly. Splitting the vote right down.
Monarch looks exhausted. Wait.
I'm exhausted, man. We're in the first set. I'm fighting for my life just to keep the energy up. We're going to game number 5.
This is the way to start it off. This is why these two are favored to take it all. I mean, we're talking about the cold calculation of Monarch, and Tororo has the heart to try to take this one, try to come out on top.
Let's see, a second to focus up before we hit that rematch button one more time.
Who makes that qualification here at ARC World Tour Finals in Seoul, South Korea? It's on the line. It's a big stage. That energy, I'm telling you, when you are on this stage, it is like nothing else. The pressure is immense. Sure, you've been to your other events where you feel this pressure, but this is a full-size arena with a massive audience behind you.
Exactly. All eyes on you, trying to stay alive in the winner's side. Game number 5, clean spot dodges coming out from Tororo immediately, and that far H hitting basically full screen on the extended hurt box.
Nice stagger, but the late tech comes through. Nice little 5L pressure here. Block on the hump. Jeez, but the explosion can be locked down. I feel like Monarch is really trying to own this screen space right now, and great to run up with that alt butterfly right there.
Yeah, big spend. Go. Another 50-meter available, but it's scary. Tororo trying to threaten that space so you don't feel comfortable setting out that ultimate ethereal seal.
Oh my goodness. Wait a minute, when's the last time we saw that ult TP?
I think game 1. It's been quite some time, just leaving it in the back pocket, but it's the threat of that UDP that puts that stagger in the pressure of Tororo.
Dash up approach here. Oh, dash up came out.
Tororo,
yeah. Stagger got RBC away. Monarch being very liberal with those brave points.
Yeah, exactly. Trying to make sure anything but our back to the wall. It's fine to take so much damage as long as we're still fighting out for this mid-screen positioning, but gradually backing ourselves up to that West Coast corner.
Yeah, that back special is such a threat right now. BC away. The 5L, the bravery, the audacity of Monarch to take it.
The mash out, again, that quick disjoint low. Now, swapping up the momentum, Monarch on set point.
Jeez, very unfortunate. We tried the anti-air. The startup was there, but we were way too deep on the JH.
Exactly. Tricky situation. 1H might have worked, but you had to be on point and quite a bit early off of the jump. Tororo, fighting out on the mid-screen here, gets caught up in the late active frames of the Great Fall.
Run up with the 5L here. Or stagger, Orchid. Very interesting. We do the empty ender here.
Yeah.
And honestly, that's pretty characteristic of Tororo. If we don't get that initial hit, we're not committing.
Exactly. Lots of follow-ups to see. A lot of them lose the crossover, so just trying to see if Monarch is going to be antsy about showing that early on.
Okay. The 5L. That's one thing to note throughout this entire set. Tororo has not necessarily overcommitted on any scenario in this corner.
Ooh. Yeah, the fadeaway on the jump arrow, but still ready for the spot dodge as soon as we spend the 50, but Monarch worse for wear on the HP is an understatement.
All right, trying to chip away. That's the light fireball, another one.
Ooh. And that throws the kill. We're here. Final game. Final round.
What is this? Is this grand finals? What do you mean?
I couldn't write the script better myself. The sword in the stone. It's our final round between these two to see who moves on to winners finals.
Right, EX fireball through. Got that dash M. Hold, yeah. It's so tricky to try to navigate through Rainfall once it's active. Deceptively large.
Yeah. Ooh, EX for EX. Decent trade on both sides, but the spacing is what Monarch wanted till Tororo able to find the knockdown.
Couple dash Ls here, BC away.
Early spot dodge on that EX flame wall too, that was scary.
All right, knocking at the door, great interrupt. We're trying to get used to that timing that Tororo is showing in these corner pressure situations. Woo! The hop, we got the throw bait, corner carry for this one.
Yep, set to this East Coast corner once again. We set the butterfly, looking for a shimmy off the 5H. Butterfly dead, but nothing found. Tororo holding on for his life. And the jump out is clean. Poked on the toes with the 2L. Monarch just a tiny bit late.
Yeah, not going to spend for the full raging chain. I mean, look at this. The extended leg of Siegfried. He's a tall individual.
I can't even call it the little leggy. That 2M reaching basically half screen. The run up, the deep dash into the close cell. It's a counter hit starter up against the wall. We have the EX Orchid. We already spent the raging strike, but one more in the bag. Tororo secures his spot with a 3-2 to winners finals.
Unbelievable way to start this off. And I was telling y'all on the top 24 block, if you saw the energy that Tororo puts into this game, like I'm telling you, player cams are a necessary thing because, man, the focus that Tororo has with each set, each round, it's intense. And, man, I know that Tororo is locked in for that. Let's give it up for Tororo's victory on this one here.
I can't see what their screen looks like. Please tell me they've chosen high contrast color.
They both chose 8 and 8. It's rock, paper, scissors for this one. The set begins. Who gets color 8?
Flip a coin. It's Pokemon versus Gundam. Who's going to get their color?
Oh, man. That's crazy. Who's got the first pull on the move? Well, usually it's the speed stat that really tells you, unless, what is it, Choice Scarf that makes you go first?
I think so. It's one of those held items, but which one of these gamers is a little faster on the draw?
I think it's Quick Claw, now that I think about it.
I haven't played Pokemon in quite some time.
It's been a minute since I looked at my held items. I need to double check. I'm so sorry.
I'm holding on strong. I actually am curious which palettes they ended up going with. I saw a little swap at the end there.
Here we go, game number 2 about to kick off. The reveal is... You're a cosplayer?
Shout out cosplayers.
We love cosplayers in this room.
I've never seen this Grimnir skin in my life before. But I've seen this bright blue one quite a few many times.
Yes, many, many times. Some Paragon runs indeed.
I love for both of these gamers. Once again, the Grimnir on the other side of winner's semifinals. Zane in the blue, Zenith in the purple, and matching with the seals as well. Who's going to be first to go for the Gale Dash?
Right, Zane pulls the trigger first, but again, already stand blocking here. Great audible call from Zane to not press the issue. And already, that first corner situation going in favor for Zane.
Ooh, the mash out though. Didn't believe in that 5U. Says, I've seen this setup before. I know what you're looking to bait out. All right, and perfectly on top of the seals. Doesn't even need to give up tempo to set them.
Oh, goes for the ult. Yeah, already interrupts right through that tornado.
I heard so many EX skills just now. I can barely keep track of which seal is which two on the side of Zenith, but are we going to use them?
I love the bait, right? We go for that neutral jump. We have the seal to go to the opposite side to get away from anti-air attempts. Jump away. Nice side swap, but we're holding that guard button, baby.
All right, spin into disengage. Trying to be tricky. Hit behind the back, or was that same side? I can't even tell. All right, looking for the spot dodge here. Maybe trying to check an errant tornado, but goes right into it. Just a lingering hitbox.
All right, BC away. Dash L. Let's get this interrupt going.
Double seal. I don't think we'd be able to activate twice. Just walk forward a little bit. Install. Oh, never mind. Just the anti-air super. Of course, Zenith calling you out with the tall tornado.
My soul cries out.
It's a spear. Did he say soul?
Oh, his soul.
Okay,
I was also
like,
confused for a second. I was like, sword. Really stretching the definition here, but send it with the Psycho Crusher off the round start. No EX seal set for you. Or no fireball, rather.
Oh, nice 2L. Oh, but a very brave seal setup here for Zane.
Yep.
Coast to coast he goes, remaining grounded for this one.
Exactly. Able to extend with those Gale Dashes. We had the seal set already.
Another 5H. Dominant. Look at that. Going for the ult tornado.
Going for the obtuse angle, the double dash. No challenge coming out from Zane.
And not even an air-to-air, right? That was prime position for you to go JU in that situation.
Now, already spent both of the seals, but maybe just not ready for it. Instead, caught out here with the little leggy, a little far L action with the wall bounce on the 2-1-4U. Now we set the seals.
Right?
Bold on the mash out, just looking for the jump back JL, but nothing found Zane. Just a little bit too high in the sky.
Yeah, Zane out here. I've seen this mix before. I've done this many a time. All right, nice little spot dodge here. We're setting up 2 seals, a couple Gale Dashes to get this first hit, and we do! One.
Go.
Oh, but it's in the sky, so we're gonna have to end the combo a little short. With the SBA anyways, it may as well finish the job.
Short is fine enough. We got the super to kill. Round up here for Zane, so now we tie it up in game number 1.
Round 3. Fight.
Right, already a pretty bombastic start here, all things considered.
Up.
Let's get the BC away though. Seal set up the EX edition. Very brave to go for a double dash there, and Zane already pressing. We've seen the active defense time and time again come out on top for Zane here. Now we're owning this corner.
6XL pressure. You don't have the meaty tornado set up, but just trying to keep you locked down. Knows you're looking for the 5U to escape to the seal, so the air throw brings you back down, but Zenith cannot be contained.
All right, there we go. Tornado pick up, Gale dash, go for the corner.
Oh, okay.
Sheesh. I'll try to chase down with the JL, but we got that extra hang time with the EX air special.
Yeah, it's tricky. Able to go so high, but snipes you out with the ultimate tornado. The normal jump back, maybe just not high enough, but going for the super jump, potentially leaving yourself up in the air to be air-to-air is scary, but there we go with the cinematic. Zane sends the spear in the stone for game number 1.
I'm telling you, let's not forget, Zane's story throughout this run would be spectacular, making it to this winner's finals position, trying to lock in a very early position in the Arc World Tour. Like I said in top 24 though, he's got the points. He's pretty well settled, but I want that guarantee.
Yeah.
I want that for sure spot saved, make the reservation, get my plane ticket, I'm headed to South Korea.
It's a safety certificate, but it's also a matter of pride as well. It's not just about collecting second and third places. To be at the top of the leaderboard, you want to be number 1. One game on the board here, Zenith off to a strong start.
This is a tense start, right? Got the seal set up, but again, Zane calculated, understanding the mixed potential of Grimnir. Late tech still working in favor of Zane right now.
Yep. Look out with a couple of these lights, not trying to be too greedy, set the seals.
There we go. Couple limit there. Oh my goodness.
Run up throw bait, catches us all. Ends up catching out the attempt at the Brave counter, and now we send it with the super. 3 rounds in a row, the same ending.
It's so fascinating to see the differing defensive styles because Zane has found the correct answer on every single mix that Zenith has shown here. Is there anything else in the arsenal of Zenith that can really open up Zane here?
What I'm wondering, yeah, we're putting ourselves in close L range, so I wonder if Brave counter is something we're going to be seeing a little bit more. Looking for that counter hit to try and set up our own offense now. Mash out from Zenith.
Let's get the tornado set up. There we go. Dash L.
We got the Gale dashes available for a little extra grounded confirmed. Set the seals. And behind the back, the ultimate set. The meaty tornado behind the back.
Oh, I thought for sure we were going to get blessed on the dome for that one, but Zane still able to stand block in the nick of time here. There we go. Dash L chasing, and look, there's a threat to the Gale.
There we go, escapes the corner. Remember, it's that object permanence to escape.
There we go. Great situational awareness from Zenith to get out of that corner. Very well played.
Tying it up once again. Zenith, can you get around to tie up the set, though?
Round 3. Fight.
All right, Gale set up here. And we got the space. Not even gonna need it, right? The late tech here. It's gonna be in the background for now, just in case for a future setup. And at this point, ooh, there's the challenge, finally.
The immediate mash out coming out from Zenith, maybe trying to go for a delay button on Zane to bait out a Brave counter, but instead loses his turn, and all this space, speaking of Brave counter, baited out here by Zenith on the jump in.
Yeah, very tricky to try to go for a BC against Grimnir, no matter who's playing it. Nice, better back throw. We still have the escape options here. Zenith's not gonna find it. Throw attempt there, big counter hit, and this should be the game here. Indeed, Zane coming out on top, 2-0 over Zenith right now, establishing a very strong lead.
SSBA putting that second on the board. Zenith, what is our answer? It's like you've been saying, Zero. Feels like a lot of these offensive sequences, Zenith, up until at least those last couple of rounds, has been having a lot of trouble trying to escape, but it seems like Zane is able to wiggle his way out somehow every time. Yeah.
There's nothing more irritating than dealing with an individual where you're like, I've studied this matchup, I know how my character works, and then suddenly they just find every single loophole in your set play. Yeah. You don't have an answer back.
Exactly. Empty jump throw, working out here and ready to bait out the Brave counter and full confirm with the spot dodge on the Raging Strike that came after.
SBA availability, we are certainly going to spend because I want a round.
Yep, let's link it to the tornado. Zenith with a perfect. What a great way to swap up the momentum.
It's that last breath factor. We'll see if that carries throughout the next 3 games here.
Round 2. Fight.
Dash L here, a little bit too far. No whip punish from Zenith.
Just walking it out, set the single seal here on the side of Zane.
Gale dash, but BC's immediately finds the gap to press.
Looking for a throw bait, but it ends up crossing you up into the corner. This is so rough for Zenith. You've lost so much screen positioning now.
Aerial EX special. Another setup. What's the
50-50?
mix? Oh, it's the high.
Nah, I guess wrong. I got hit. But Zenith is better. That's why he's staying alive, trying to escape the corner with the EX seal set. Threaten the Gale Dash is right, but it allows us to just Psycho Crush her out.
Oh. The moment we hear the Gale Dash setup, it's an alt tornado.
Yep.
Oh, nice. Dash H. Ah, missed it though. Quick Gale Dash coming from Zane. That'll be a corner situation. Ooh, don't you press here. You know this setup.
Swung right into the lingering tornado. Now Zane on set point.
My soul cries out.
Yeah, it definitely says soul.
Yeah,
Definitely
I had to read
it was
for a second. I
soul,
was
yeah.
like, why did I think so?
I feel really silly too, Jason.
All right, little backdash action here. You can feel the pressure on Zenith's side, walking himself into the corner, but that's immediate brave counter out. You gotta spend it early. It's so difficult to find an opportunity once you're already in that pressure.
That low stagger again.
Ooh.
Nice, open up with the Z formation. We'll see. Gonna set up for corner.
Yep.
Alt edition. I can't see you. There's another high.
Guessed right on two 50-50s in a row. That's that 25% pulling up here for Zenith to escape with the 5U throw.
Jeez, yeah, it's a guard button check every single time.
Yep.
And Zenith not ready to block. This is going to be it. Zane closes out the set. 3-0 victory over Zenith and a dominant performance. The king of Grimnir's right now.
He had his thoughts about the mirror going into things, but absolutely commanded it.
And that consistency has been found in Beatrix for a lot of people out there, so we'll see how that goes. But Ryazo, you know, again, with another strong character, like you said, Seox has a lot of great tools that can kind of contend against Beatrix. You're right, though, the explosivity from Beatrix, pretty devastating, but that is the risk, the gamble that you take with, look at this mask, the golden setup. This is how you look glamorous for your Evo appearance.
The gold goblin mask, bro. Holy. Going for the gold here. You're going to have a long path ahead of you through that loser's side. And matching on the side of Kojicoco, of course, is the Beatrix.
Seeing as I'm fighting an Eternal, I'm going to be firing on all cylinders from the get-go.
Destroy.
All right, here we go. Opening gambit. Let's give it up here. Loser side, Kojicoco or Ryazo.
Ooh, immediately jumping over. It's not the empty hand to go over the fireball, but instead it's that M dive kick.
Ooh. All right, got our gated demons though.
Yep. They both kind of blend into the Coliseum a little bit too. I'm realizing at least
Change
we
the
got
stage.
the
Change the stage.
yeah, we got the Black Cloak at least. We got the Thunderbird as well to bring you over to the corner, but a bold mash up from Ryazo says I'm not trying to hold any pressure.
All right, stagger with the dash L here. Let's not get in our own head about it, right? We don't want to beat ourselves up thinking about this path. You got a job to do.
Exactly.
So Alt Rekka comes out, walks the ride free. Ooh.
All right, clean tech coming out from Ryazo. Backstep, so we're not pulling the free plus frames off of that H gate, but sends it with the counter hit here. Kojicoco. It's not going to be the kill just yet, but next hit
Goes.
more than enough.
JU, nice stagger, knocking at the door, but the back throw, big opportunity for Ryazo here.
Ruh-roh.
Ooh, it's huge.
It's out something there. The meaty H gate on the way back down from Ryazo. 1 BP, but 100 for the SSBA.
This. Oh my goodness. Yeah, by the way, you were worried about Beatrix hurting? Have you seen 6 damage?
Oh yeah, send her straight through the mountains. We got that SSBA for a little extra damage as well at the end.
Only the strong
All right,
survive.
first round to Ryazo.
And that's that comeback factor we have to think about too from Ryazo. At any given moment, Ryazo suddenly just locks in, hits a black flash out of nowhere and goes, I'm in.
Exactly. Ooh. Okay, stopped on the approach there with the far L, just a little bit too far for a true meeting.
Ooh, yeah, that's actually a pretty good interrupt, right? Because if you commit to the 5U, that 5L is fast enough to actually recover if Ryazo decides to not teleport on it.
Exactly. Okay, now we're trying to keep space with the far L. Ryazo with a match of their own.
That's a launcher here. Yo, eye for an eye. Kojicoco coming out on top of this one.
Just chewing through the HP, 1 round apiece.
I can keep up with you. I just have to believe.
You do have to believe in victory, Beatrix. That
Gotta
is
have a
true.
little faith, yeah.
Here goes.
Yeah, definitely a lot of belief. The deep running off the round start here. Ryazo taking a few steps back, but now caught in the corner. But of course, Far L's got me.
Right, TX Rekka here. Oh, fancy footwork for that one.
Yeah, the Rekka step into the ultimate Rekka there.
Bro. Stagger tries to get the roll, maybe expecting a gate, but here it is. 50% life lead now. Ryazo about to build the SBA. One more mix, baits out the BC, but no counter hit.
Yeah. A little late on the forward jump, but still able to bait something out here with the H. Gate Ryazo with 100 to their name finds the kill with the SBA.
All right, that's just one game.
You got your one.
A waste of time.
Yeah, what was he so nervous about?
Swordplay to be no
That's a
more
great
than
question. I
mindless
don't know,
failure.
but it is scary, right? It's always volatile. You see Coco's face? He's like, can you lock in, buddy?
Hey, listen,
We got a job to do.
We both got a lot of stress on our minds right now. Can we go?
We got a curfew.
We really do, actually.
Yeah, right? Especially on Coco's side.
Uh-oh.
All right, send it with the fireball. Actually not able to cross up after the forward jump.
Oh, geez, yeah. Empty hand to follow through.
Yep. Held on the fine use of holding our space here.
Stagger, nice 2U, got the space. Oh, fireball and fireball. Wait a
behind
minute.
the back.
Slow down, Kojicoco. A little bit of overcommitment right there. Ooh.
One dive kick, two, make it three with the H gate.
Every time it's that run up into Gate of Demons there that Koji's been opening up on, whether it's a 5L or just getting jumped on. That one was the throw tech, and Ryazo is preying upon this.
Yeah. That deep breath. Hearing it resound throughout the stadium was a little interesting. This six guy's a freak, man. Oh, send it with the dive kick for the immediate walk back whip punish from Kojicoco.
Ooh, all right, we got the parry side swap. Better positioning for corner with this throw. There's the DP, which would catch a Gate of Demons, though, if that ends up happening. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, one thing I didn't think about, right? The empty hand just taking you out of the skies and making it so that that L riding 3 is even scarier to send out. But first time we've seen that from Ryazo.
Right. Oh my god. Whoa, I didn't realize there was that much bass in this. Hold on.
That's what I'm saying.
Science is cooking with the sound design.
Yeah. A spot dodge on the gate. Once again, Kojicoco finding his answers to this special that's been opening him up time and time again.
Got that low. Get the stinger. Wait the bass. See, this is why I love Evo Arena Day, because you feel all the sound quality coming in through. Y'all feeling this? Like 2-0 lead right now for Ryazo.
Absolute crunch. Kojicoco saying, all right, what if you just like give me one?
Destroy.
Give me a chance. Come on, man.
It's like one game for the one time.
Ooh, big jump in. All right, nice run up with the throw, but the late tech. Good stroke. Another one, though. Ryazo's back against the wall. Got the 5U. That's the answer, though. All-star chaser. Put you right back to the corner. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. Koji, what did you say to Ryazo? Because I think you jinxed the set.
That's what I'm saying, man. We pulled up the 2L. I was like, oh, it's surely scaled. I thought about 6 health. I thought about the health we had left. I was like, never mind. We build this 100 for the clean kill on Kojicoco's side.
Round 2. Commence.
Got the jump back. The dash elbow. Close the gap and still keep this pressure going. This is exactly where Beatrix wants to be.
Yep.
But you have to worry about the parry pressure or even a 2L in your come from Ryazo.
Oh, there we go. And interrupting the attempt at the plus frames. That axe kick not going to go unpunished here by Kojicoco. Ooh, there we go. We're talking about throw baits that we're opening up Koji. And now we got our run up M Thunderbird as well. The refund off of the ultimate version 2.
Oh no. Oh yes. Oh! Oh no, I am a genius. Oh no.
It's okay, sometimes the autopiloting leads us astray for a tiny bit, but we are so back. One game on the board here for Kojicoco.
Yo, that's how we feel? I understand. As a fellow Beatrix player, I get it.
There we go, the air-to-air, the counter hit with the JM brings us right back down to earth, and the refund riding with that ultimate riding free too.
The JH very deep. Ooh, oh my goodness, opened up low, that's a full conversion.
The wall bounce 2, we build up 100.
Nah, a little shy of that one.
Okay.
Go, final sequence.
Bro, what did he say to Ryazo?
If you win this next game, we are not friends.
He's gonna be very upset.
You're gonna be mad.
I'm unfriending you.
Round 2.
Please, no.
Commence.
I'm leaving the Granblue clan.
I'm leaving the Discord.
I'm not gonna fight in this raid.
Ooh, okay. Stopped in your tracks here with the far L. It's a counter hit to stop the momentum here from Ryazo. But staggered. Yeah, well bounced off the Rekka Ender.
Here we go. Alt DP out of the corner to call out the stagger. Nice JU cross up. Kicking up the turn right after with that ride free. Able to run with throw. Nice knock at the door.
Yep. Ooh. Ace out the delay on the far L. Catches up the startup. I think we were looking for the ultimate Rekka. No, the ultimate empty hand. But empty on the HP. Kojicoco quickly ties up the set.
What else are you gonna say now, Koji?
Oh, look at that smirk.
He's being a bully right now.
He sounds kind of nice, though.
You see that? And we got the Beatrix card in the background, too. I see you, referee.
Oh, there we go. He said, don't do this, bro. Don't swap to Catalina, bro.
Versus Seox.
Oh, there we
Okay,
go.
I was worried.
I got scared, too.
There was so much anticipation in the next character that would be announced tonight.
I was like, versus who? No Catalina to be seen. We're sticking our tournament life on Old Reliable 6. It's game number 5.
Jump. All right. Nice. EXTP to come out. Ooh, backstep. We do get the 5L off the wall. Full conversion.
Ooh, walk back, looking for the mash. We've seen so many far L's coming out from Ryazo, so instead we go for the highest reward we can off the walk back. Kojicoco with 100 meters to your name, the SBA. Beatrix! Now he's on set point.
Yeah, Koji was just playing around for the first 2 games, yo.
Oh, yeah?
That was it.
He was just warming up.
Okay, I see why Ryazo was nervous.
He was a little cold, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Warren's back up. One more round could be the end of Ryazo's run here.
JM, dash. DP out. Oh, nice. Got our throw.
Just trying to keep you at bay, maybe stop an ultimate Rekka just in case with that far L.
Scared of old Rekka, which does connect here, but also scared of the parry attempt, which is still available. A ride free full send.
We blocked low immediately, but then ended up standing, got caught up in the late active frames. Now Ryazo up against the wall. It's the counter hit starter. We got 100 in the bank, but we don't even need it. Kojicoco moves on to the next round. 3, 2.
I see the Red Bull best seats are ready for our next set.
So good, man.
The rhythm is excellent. I'm glad y'all got it. This is huge.
I see those
Oh,
Fukunaga
Fukuhara's there. Fukuhara, welcome. You got
Oh,
the best
wow.
seat in the house.
They told me you were in here. I'm seeing quite a few Fukuharas, actually.
Why are there so many Fukuharas out there?
I've seen all of them in the same room, as it turns out.
This is true. All right. The stage has been set. Man, I love that bass every single time. I need to
it,
adjust
like,
my
shakes
sound
our
system.
stage.
I need to adjust my sound system at home.
Yeah, we need the subwoofer real quick. We need the bravery like Vermillion, just a full dash on Fukunaga. Didn't believe in the check at the grappling hook to go right past the orb. Not ready for that check here on the side.
All right, the flip, stagger. Let's think of the 2L. This is going to be an aggressive start. Does get the EX pillar to get out of the corner. Well, back to the mid screen though, and Vermillion has something to say about it. I want you back in the corner. Whoa, nice 2M.
There we go, Raging Strike, Raging Chain. I see that 25%. It's all the damage we need, even through this Versusia HP. Vermillion takes round number 1.
That was hardly an answer coming back from Fukunaga on this one. We got that one opportunity out of the corner, but Vermillion was very quick to correct the situation. Ooh, we saw this earlier. It's very interesting. The back special starter here for Vermillion.
Right.
So risky business, as you can see here, because that's a whip punish opportunity there, and Fukunaga capitalizing on top of it. Yeah. But now, coast to coast, Udo grenade goes down the heavy series.
Ooh, caught out here with a home run swing. Vermillion not even expecting the hit, but fine to take the corner situation. Didn't even look for the 2H. Instead, it's 5H to bring you right back down to earth. No 100 meter just yet.
Ooh, we got the Volt set up though. Launcher meter. Are you, yeah, you're not an SSBA. I know you, Vermillion. I see you.
Up to the skies and back down to earth. Vermillion takes a clean game 1. Fukunaga not quite ready for the grappling hook just yet. Of course, the Crown of Thorns right that Volt that gives you so much more reward on a successful throw too.
And that's the scary thing. If you ever do down special from Versusia, that chain is always available here. That back medium coming from 2B. Just as long as we have the skill gauge to spend, and it does get interrupted this time. There we go, orb set up, corner position, and you ran into it. It's your own fault, the heavies.
You did it to yourself, and now we got the big bonk, that EX hammer to bring us all the way over to the other side. Vermillion once again sets the volt, but no skill gauge. Look how slowly it comes back up here, so trying to slow things down as Fukunaga pulls up with the ultimate lariat.
This is big opportunity here. If we deny neutral for 2B, that means less opportunity to build back skill gauge.
Yep.
Good spot dodge. Trying to predict a projectile toss coming from Fukunaga, who does not give him that. And look at the damage off of this one. Not quite going to get the 100. Next touch is not going to be needed. It's just a kill. There it is.
The orb, but one more 2U does the job, just swiping at the toes here to put a round on the board.
Back into round 2 we go. Big jump in the EX. Opting for specials is so interesting because 5H is usually like a go-to for 2Bs to get that counter hit starter, but Vermillion opting for skills every round start so far. Bolt setup.
Okay, nothing found. Not going to bite on the strikes here. Fukunaga able to find quite a shimmy here.
And launch it with the meter. This will hurt. This will hurt a lot.
Yeah, we stripped the Brave Point as well. That extra 20% on the cinematic hit. Vermillion stays alive with the sliver. Almost 100-meter on his side as well, but we talked about this at the top of the set. The Nimbus to snipe you out of the skies. Fukunaga ties it up.
All right, taking a moment to think about it here. We're both a game up.
Yep.
Not too deep in.
Get out now, send it with a single laser. That wire keeping you at bay and stopping the approach from Fukunaga.
Bombs away with the JH. Get off of me, please. I need an install.
Yep. Deep dash. Safe ender with the pod A, but we're trying to catch something out with the EX pillar. Nothing found, but air blocked on the grappling hook buys that space right back for Vermillion.
Let's get the late tag.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, missed the anti-air with the forward special.
Yeah.
All right, nice. Back special. That will be a punish.
The jump tackle. I can't imagine that's what you're looking for there. Has to be a misinput from Vermillion, which loses you the corner, and now you got to spend 50 just to try and escape. Run up throw bait, but Fukunaga with the jump back.
That's huge. Calls the jump arc here with the pillar. Oh, what a bait on the BC, the 2M. Look, that's an extended leg. She's a tall lady.
Can't call that one the little leggy, but it's still the run up after the dash L.
Yep, there it is. Light series. We have Vermillion.
Yes!
Vermillion.
You're scaring me, dog.
Thank you very much, Vermillion. Let's clean this up.
There we go.
Crucial. That could have been devastating here. We got all the resources on the side of Fukunaga for the kill. And honestly, Vermillion,
We're done.
you can't get too many mistakes like that going on because at this level, that is devastating.
Exactly. I would say everybody gets one, but that is the kind of thing that can lose you an entire set.
All right, here we go. Heavy swings, bombs away. 2 spot dodges, 2 key blades.
2 bombs, stay away. I'm out of here. All right, all the way over to the other corner already. Fukunaga, such a big health lead, sniped out with a pillar now, but looking for one more shimmy.
All right, there's the 2U off the... I'm pretty sure we could have got a conversion for kill. Doesn't matter though. Set up for the ult. Keep the block pressure going. We are ship territory.
There you go. There's no glow on that bar, so you got to be perfect on the spot dodges, the crossovers, and sniped out with the EX pillar, just waiting for that jump on Vermillion.
One choose war over peace.
I mean, you started it, jeez.
That's what I'm saying. Calamity of the world. I think we know who started it, but there we go. The anti-air pillar, reaching so high in the sky as well. Such a great answer here from Fukunaga.
Pillar. Mash up the bolt set up here, and again, BC out. Whoa, what a hard read on that Mirage.
There we go. Now it's the 5-8 starter just resounding through the stage.
Bolt set up here for extra damage and the install.
Yep.
Final Brave Point off the table here.
They ended up losing your turn forward, though. Vermillion content to wait after the jump in.
Oh my goodness, that's the final Brave Point, the Gravity Well, the light series.
Oh my god. Close out, close out, close out, and we still have the full launch combo waiting.
Okay, that was clean. We go for the close L's there, well, just the 5L in 2B's case, to make sure we don't get that launcher, so we can extend our combo even further, guarantee that kill. Well played.
There we go. I saw 5 L's back to back. I was thinking of a certain Akatsuki loop that I'm sure you guys know and love.
Hey, wait a minute. Don't talk about my character like that.
Are you sick? He's dope. The wrong game. Still back into this Granblue top 8. Game number 4, Vermillion trying to punch his ticket to losers quarters.
Spot dodge there.
Yep. Run up 5M. No challenge here on the side of Fukunaga, but catches out the far L.
Heavy series. Nice roll through the gauntlet. Doesn't want to hold the plus frames.
Yep.
Pillar.
Boom! Nice. Lariat from downtown. The jump scare on the dash in.
The 2M. Bombs away. Big jump in. Calls the Mirage.
Ooh, but on the walk back, yeah, the immediate challenge from Fukunaga on that 2M.
Does the grenade out here. Side swap with the JH though. Vermillion looking worse for wear. Crossed up with the JU. This is a round here for Fukunaga.
We got all the raging strikes in tow, but don't even need it after the auto combo, the double ultimate orb to get that corner carry.
Can Vermillion finish the job though? Can Fukunaga finish the job, really? Ooh, see,
Stuck out here.
Like I was saying though, that pillar, when you go through those chains, you're able to work right through. It's risky business trying to calculate the positioning of 2B, setting up those projectiles.
Exactly. It's something we're keeping in the back pocket, right, to make sure that Fukunaga isn't ready for that reaction as soon as the animation comes out.
Oh, nice. Got that spot dodge. Yeah, but that's the answer though. The stagger pressure, you go for the alt DP.
Got the swipe of the 5L there. Able to escape the corner for it at least, waiting for that skill gauge to come back up, but it's a big meter advantage for Fukunaga.
You gotta love that tricky stuff here, right after the Nimbus.
Oh, nice. And another shimmy comes out from Fukunaga. We have 100 meter to our name. It's Raging Strike and all the specials in the world. I'll see you next game, Vermillion. Fukunaga brings us to game 5.
Sleep.
This is the story of loser side. Starts up with 2-0 leads out here. Actually, this is the 1-1. Back and forth we go.
Yeah. So many game 5s.
Vermillion taking a deep breath on this one.
Ready?
Fukunaga wiping down the hands, trying to dry them off. The stress is there. You can tell. We're working hard for this victory. It's our tournament life.
Alright, plus frames off of the pod C. I really thought he was going to go for a third. Never does 3, but we do poke out with the dash through 2L counter hit for Fukunaga and a huger counter hit with the 2H.
Let's get the ult pillar here. Nice launcher. Okay, got our chain. Woo! Nice chase, the air-to-air. Great call.
Yeah.
All right, spot dodge expecting the BC. Vermillion trying to get the super, missed the heavy. Too far, but let's steal it back with the ult DP.
Scramble situation, saw the animation, but waiting for the Raging Strike. You don't get away with it twice. Fukunaga on set point.
All right, a little scrambly there in those final moments here, but Fukunaga coming out on top in the scrambles.
Yeah.
Round 2.
Yeah, fortunate spend on the super there, Vermillion just a little bit too far, and now we're ready for the grappling hook as well. No free entry.
Here we go. Carry to the corner. Couple 2Ls. All right, Volt setup. There it is with the late tech.
Yep. Okay, brave counter out. Fukunaga, big health lead right now, but trade the BP for BP.
Yeah, and actually you spent the install on that. That's what got devoured by the BC, the 2H. Big launcher. Remember what I said from anywhere? I meant it.
Any straight hit, even that high in the sky, but a big call out the 5M straight into the super. Vermillion has turned the BP situation on its head.
Volt setup here. BC is off.
Yep. Trying to get away from the crown of thorns, but Fukunaga off of the Nimbus, the EX Lariat does the job. Moving on to losers quarters 3, 2.
And you gotta recognize that was a sound cue. The moment we heard the skill activation, Fukunaga pulled the trigger on the ult pillar. Let's give it up for Fukunaga's victory, folks. That's huge.
That's what I'm wondering. Do we kind of want to leverage, okay, Beatrix is this character that kills you, that is so tricky on actually nailing down how her approach is going to be between riding free on the ground, you know, low profiling, or taking to the skies with the Thunderbird, and maybe catching a stray, you know, Gale Dash in an air-to-air, or are we going to go with Belial, someone with this more Swiss Army knife toolkit, which maybe has had his overall power reduced, but has all the tools he needs in any given matchup? Well, I guess we found our answer.
Yep, going for the Beatrix to start things off. And it was looking incredible in the previous set. You know, that incredible reverse 3-0. He just so locked in versus Ryazo in the last half of that set, getting all of those crucial frame traps, all of those big hits.
I felt like you could really take the Majesty to the next level.
He's so cringe. And I mean that.
But he's free.
He is free. I mean that absolutely isn't in terms of endearment for the character.
Cringe, affectionate, but we're sending out the tornadoes, not trying to be too greedy about sending the EX seals, knowing that Kojicoco is looking for a riding free on that EX flash. Wait things out, set out the lingering tornado. Kojicoco with incredible patience right now, fine to take the chip. The double apply on the seal, trying to bait out or goad any reaction, and finally that ultimate Star Chaser comes out.
Kojicoco just kind of walking back and forth, steadily building out that meter so that he has more opportunities to use these U skills now. Has Zenith in the corner.
Looking for throw bait with the M Thunderbird, but it's guaranteed BC point. We're brave countering our way back out of here, but the counter hit 2H off of the wall bounce too.
Magnificent 2H and optimizing the follow-up as far as possible, even ending with the LDP, but a huge hit coming out from Zenith, and look at all of this corner carry.
Oh, Tricky ends up putting himself into the corner though. I can't imagine that was intentional, but still just threatening the single dash, able to air slot with another seal set.
Yeah, the control that players like Zane and Zenith have of these seals and the way to move around the screen is so strong, and really what defines them as the best of the best when it comes to Grim there. But Kojicoco still the one to take that first round nonetheless.
Kojicoco going toe to toe, knocking you out of the Gale Dash. Able to stay alive even with all the tricks up Zenith's sleeve. Round number 2. Again, starting it off very slow, just walking forward, looking for an opportunity to challenge on these tornadoes and the H riding free. But Zenith in the corner, but off the spot dodge, still Kojicoco's turn.
Ooh, missing the potential 2U right there, getting the 5U instead, but still Kojicoco very much in control, gets the 6XL, and that's going to lead to a full sequence.
There we go, wall bounce time. I don't think we opt to spend the 100, so instead we just get the refund on Thunderbird. We're looking for the kill confirm.
Kojicoco instead opting to maintain all of those cooldowns the best as he can, building back up to that 100 meter, but what a 623L from Zenith into the full conversion.
Finds the escape. Gale Dash to be a little bit tricky, still standing on the seals.
I love the use of L riding free right there, catching Zenith unawares. There's the nothing is forever 5U. And what's the final hit? Whoa! But Kojicoco ready.
What happened? Did we cross up the inputs, getting out the spin, or maybe just looking for an errant anti-air, ended up landing on the other side? Kojicoco taking the first game.
If that was an intended easy input right there, and he tried to go for 214U, the Death Right Tempest, that would have been unsafe on block at that distance. So I'm actually not quite sure what Zenith maybe wanted there. Maybe tried to catch the roll with the 63H.
Maybe, yeah.
Into temptation, but...
And no seals in the corner to continue afterwards, but I don't know, maybe a moment of hesitation, but we're pulling up, adjusting our position in the chair here.
Something that tends to catch a lot of people off guard is that they don't tend to realize that the 63H, that Winds of Temptation from Grimnir, is actually unsafe, the H version. But Kojicoco is not one of those players that you're going to catch unawares with those matchup gimmicks. He's so studied. Yeah,
especially with a training partner on Paragon in Zane, right? These are one of these things that you're going to know at like the back of your head. There we go, thrown back into the corner here and setting up the EX seals for Zenith.
And Kojicoco, I think, doing the right thing here, just taking the throw until that moment, and he is probably going to die for this.
Yeah, exactly. Don't even need to have any of those BP taken away. We have SBA in tow and the extra damage off the Gale Dash start.
No, he's going to live on the sliver. Just about.
There we go, but still in throw range. It's a terrifying situation for Kojicoco. No meter for Zenith, but we could start chipping away to threaten the chip damage kill as well. But Delta Clock, good start in trying to make up this health deficit.
Huge start for Kojicoco right there. The meaty close heavy for the plus frames. Nice spot dodge.
Go, not going to get away with chipping away with that EX Tornado, but standard Psycho Crusher catching out Kojicoco now.
Yeah, that Death Right Tempest. And the thing is, Zenith was one hit away from death. A strong close heavy, like a frame trap right there, would have led all the way to a Delta Clock conversion into SPA. So had to be careful, willing to risk it right there.
Exactly. Set the lingering tornado. Now we have our EX seals, but Kojicoco isn't going to get you the opportunity to utilize them. Brings us all the way to the West Coast corner, and we poke out with the 2L. An unfortunate mash on Zenith's side. Just guesses wrong.
Very, very nice. Not going to go into the SPA right there. And the frame trap, we saw that earlier from Kojicoco, who uses the low triple attack ender and then gets the meaty close heavy. Players just not ready for it. It's not something you see all too often from other Beatrixes.
Exactly. Just a little bit of a switch up on the visual stimulus. Maybe thinking, oh, it's a whip. It's my time to mash. It was a mess up on the setup, but instead it's a frame kill. Kojicoco ties up the rounds. Okay, clash on the EX fireballs.
They're playing this very aggressive, doesn't want Zenith to play that fireball game, and the huge count hit on the M Thunderbird right there.
I have to imagine we were just a little bit too late on the 2H. Stuck in the corner here. Kojicoco caught up with a 2M.
Yeah, love the option to mash the 2M there. Enough range to catch that backdash as well. Nice dodge, but so many active frames, and it was meaty enough to lead into a combo.
You gotta be careful of the shockwave as well. Scary to spot dodge. I know you're looking for that ultimate Star Chaser, that fireball when you're looking for the spot dodge, but Zenith, you got a lot of HP to try and recover here. Got the life lead somehow, blocks out the ultimate fireball, but Gale dash down, Kojicoco ready to catch. It's 2-0 in losers quarters.
And that was such a smart far medium right there, because had Zenith gone up and approached closer to Kojicoco, it would have been a close medium and potentially anti-aired him right there. Now 2-0, only one game away from advancing to the loser semis.
To catch either way, fine with letting you set up the seals. It's EXDP just to run you down outside of that effective range. No dashes to be seen.
Oh, using the 2H extension this time, and going to end with the U Thunderbird hard knockdown.
Here we go, we take to the skies, but Zenith content to hold down back, I say, as we finally catch the match with the walk back far M.
Once again, going to end with that U Thunderbirds, and just the overall meter refund that Beatrix gets off of these setups is so solid.
Yes. Ooh, big whiff on the far H. Zenith just staying right out of range, but ultimate DP for Kojicoco. We want that hard knockdown. It's one more like confirmed to kill. Back to where we started. No anti-air attempt from Kojicoco. Fine to let you send the seals, but one last Gale Dash does the job behind the back.
Yeah, you saw that Kojicoco try to anti-air right there. Gets clipped by the JL, but no conversion from Zenith.
Okay, trying to bait up the anti-air once again. These 2Hs have been massive, and that would have been a kill confirm. Anything could be death for Zenith, but finds the hit on Kojicoco off of the Gale Dash, and now we have a round on the board.
Magnificent delay right there, catching Kojicoco trying to act with that Gale Dash. Zenith keeping himself alive, doesn't want to fall just yet. Wants to eliminate the bronze medalist of EVO 2024 right here, right now if he can, and that is most certainly a fantastic start.
Stop him in his tracks, and now we set the seals with the ultimate once again. No throw baited, Kojicoco content to wait until we have the opportunity to challenge with 2L, but one more dash. Finds another counter hit, it's not quite the kill for Zenith.
Tried to be a bit cheeky with the JH feint into the throw. Koji ready for that. This is still a hard round to come back from.
Yeah, tried to cover that space with the far H, only to eat that ultimate tornado. Spot dodge on the Deathrite Tempest.
Gets the low. One solid hit from Koji can change the tide. A huge spot dodge right there, but doesn't get the hit with the Thunderbird.
Just a little bit too far, but caught out the startup of the tornado and the SSBA. It's not enough for the cinematic, but it is a great way to put yourself in lethal range. Kojicoco on set point.
Massive call out on the DP right there. Notice that Zenith was panicking in that situation and called it out beautifully.
Here we go, able to stay locked in and in charge. One more round could be it, but caught up by the EX Tornado. Doesn't matter, we still push on through with a 6-6L.
Gets the extension with the 6-6H this time. Yep. Ending with the DP. Once again, that meaty close heavy. Blossom block not allowing Zenith to really act. Good BC though.
Double dash. Nothing to be found. We're still checking with the far L, but the back dash caught out here with the ultimate riding free. No pickup off of the EX Thunderbird, but still able to hold on pressure.
Yeah, not quite in range to get that pickup. And you see the swings of the far heavy, just trying to prevent Zenith from getting anything started.
Yep. Being preemptive in case we're looking for the Gale Dash, but now so far away from your seal. Careful of the shockwave. Throw tech.
That time, the spot dodge properly timed to avoid that shockwave. Oh, put himself in the corner, but gets a hit nonetheless.
Yeah, the first anti-air we baited out with some of these Z formation dashes. Zenith now off to a great start. Not going to spend the SBA just yet until it's lethal, but Kojicoco with a well-placed smash.
Huge match right there. Gets the counter on the 6-6M. Does another one. Oh, so close on the anti-air. Great confirm from Zenith right here. This is going to do a lot of damage. Doesn't have quite enough to get the KO.
Just going for the meaty tornado. It's an awkward knockdown in the mid-screen. Not quite close enough to the corner. Not quite close enough for that EX Deathrite Tempest, but the far L puts a game on the board. Kojicoco's not going to run away with this 3-0 just yet.
Magnificent check right there, and I feel like that's kind of the difference maker between some of the goods and the greats. I feel like a lot of good players would play that end game passive and hesitant, but the balls on this man to go for the Firelight to check the approach,
yes.
So crucial to keeping alive here.
Go. One game on the board here, but we got to tie it up. Send out the EX seals, but Kojicoco again just being so aggressive as soon as we set that up to make sure that Zenith can't make full use of them.
Nice DP right there. Ooh, good 60 down to stuff the approach.
Yeah, there we go. No Thunderbird to be seen here. But we wait out the UDP. Kojicoco with a great start here in the corner. Next hit's going to build up that SBA, so it should be lethal.
Instead, going to go for the hard knockdown with you, Thunderbird. This time going for the match is Zenith.
Okay, tapping on the toes with 2L, trying to bait out a Brave counter or a DP, but nothing found.
What an anti-air right there. The balls to just run under, prevent Zenith from doing any kind of movement option right there. There's the Nothing Is Forever 5U, and once again, Kojicoco on set point.
Nothing is forever, neither is your tournament life. One round away. Once again, Kojicoco, can we finish the job? Ooh, okay, we'll take the trade. That could have been a lot. Oh, it got a lot worse.
Yes.
It got a lot worse immediately.
That it did. Not quite close enough to the wall, but it's not going to matter when the light string lands its mark.
Here we go. Few close L's. We set the 2-2U. But now nothing to do with the Seals. Trying to make our way back with the Brave counter, but Kojicoco one step ahead.
Frame trapping with the H Star Chaser. Once again, the overhead comes out. Here's the close heavy, and the block this time. Zenith with his own 6XM.
6Ms on both sides. It's scary for Beatrix. You are a minus well into the double digits in case they block it, but gotta put it on the mental stack. One more thing to worry about. Pick up with the EX Thunderbird.
1 BP on the side of Zenith, now 0. Is that gonna be enough?
There we go! Kojicoco punches his ticket to loser semis with the super. No BP to your name, that extra 50%. And while it wasn't the 3-0, still a commanding victory for Paragon's own, staying alive in the loser's side.
So necessary to just suffocate Matera once you're in that position. She doesn't have the best close range scramble options. You know, she has 6-frame close light. She doesn't have a meterless reversal. She does have her share of evasive options. She has a good 2M as well on defense. Not the best, not a very good defensive 2U.
Yeah.
But, you know, if you're able to give her that inch, she can weasel her way out. You know, she's got the hop as well to help out the corner. It can be tricky to keep her pinned. And of course, BC.
Yeah. He's got a few ways to try and escape here, but let's see how Fukunaga tries to navigate the absolute minefield as we head into the other side of losers' quarters. Once again, Monarch versus Fukunaga.
Using both the EX Orb and the EX Pillar. Fukunaga now out of options to threaten that space. Never mind, of course, the Samsara, I believe, the 214H closing the gap.
Little lariat action just bringing us over to this West Coast corner. Once again, feeling so comfortable just sending it with the 5U install.
Triple attack, nothing else. Goes to the empty jump throw that time.
Yep.
Oh, just about missing on the H Nimbus. Can't go for the pressure with the safe jump even.
Yep. Okay, we're just poking out with the 2Ls, a little bit space, so we go for the 2M, but nothing found. Monarch backed up against the corner once again.
No follow-up from the L Nimbus. It's going to be a huge amount of damage off of this.
Yeah. Send with the tail swipe. Run through our cooldowns. Not going to spend the 100. Oh, we are. Okay, SBA just to drain one more of those BPs, so you got one more Brave counter to your name, Monarch.
One, the Brave counter, 50 meter for a DP, and there it is. Unleashed the ultimate Great Fall.
Tapping on the glass. That's one Brave counter down from Fukunaga, but still taking so much extra damage. The counter zoning of the EX pillar cannot be understated.
Yeah, the H pillar are a little bit faster than the L and M pillars, so it is able to kind of create trade situations a lot of time. Huge jump in right to start things off from Fukunaga, carrying Monarch all the way to the corner. That is going to be an install into the Celestial Dominion as well.
Go plus frames off of any of these specials to keep the block strings going. Not going to consume it off of the EX orb, just find to have ourselves spaced out.
All right, there's the throw. Gonna go for another one, but ready with the tech, and there is a huge backdash shimmy. That is gonna be more than enough. And notice this is actually gonna be a perfect from Fukunaga.
Here we go, a stellar second round. Putting the first game on the board here, Monarch. Reconsult the notes, going back to the mental palace, what do we have?
Getting a perfect on Matera in general is very, very tricky. She has so many tools to chip you from all ranges, but getting a perfect against Monarch of all players, that is exactly the kind of momentum that you want going into this next game.
Yeah, barely even had any opportunity to set up the butterflies, especially the U-butterfly, right? Some of these really strong options from Monarch, but we've just, like you said, been suffocated in this corner. We've had no space to try and weasel out.
Good challenge right there with the far light.
Tap on the toes once again with the 2L. We got the butterfly detonation. Spot dodge on the Great Fall.
Trade for Fukunaga right there. Gets the plus frames, catches Monarch trying to walk back. And this is going to be another huge conversion. Possibly it's the SBA. Yes, it is.
It's not the kill just yet. Throw is lethal, though.
as is the Age Deadly Flare. Very nice. Fukunaga in real control right now.
Forgiven.
Monarch, how do we stop this onslaught?
Battle 2. Engage.
Real difficult right now. Just have to be a little bit faster on the trigger, I think. Making sure that those arrows are able to hit their mark. Prevent Fukunaga from getting these pillars off, from getting these Anatia orbs off.
Yep. So scary to commit to a dash. We're seeing the walk forward on top of the butterfly, but already so much space lost, and now the EX Lariat from downtown. Fukunaga has you up against the wall. It's deja vu once again.
Empty jump throw. Again, here's the meaty Anatia.
Yep. Looking to catch the jump out or a Zephyr with that EX Nimbus, but Fukunaga's still fine. Walking it back, give you a little bit of space. You think you have room to breathe, but Monarch fighting for his life with these 5Hs.
And Monarch, the usual zoning game plan is just not working right now. Fukunaga navigating everything with the absolute perfection.
There we go. The far M immediately with punish. Nothing to do on Monarch's side, but perhaps finally consulting the notebook. No, instead we're hydrating. Give ourselves a second to rematch screen.
No more.
Yeah, take your time, compose yourself. It's very, very important as a Matera player to be the one to control the pace.
Yeah.
Right now, that's not quite happening. We'll have to see the adjustments that Monarch needs to make. Maybe even needs to integrate a little bit more aggression into the gameplay. You know, Monarch has done such a good job playing that longer distance game, but Fukunaga looks so comfortable playing around that right now.
Exactly. Once we've started conditioning a little bit of that patience from the EX pillar, even if we send the EX Lariat on block, there we go. We've already covered so much space.
Yep. And again, look at the ranges where Fukunaga is playing. Noticing that he's playing at that full screen range, as soon as he sees Monarch throw out a far heavy, he just 5Us knowing it's not going to hit him.
Exactly. And even if it did, just a little bit of chip damage, who cares? I'm going to get that 5U install, so when I finally bust my way back out of this corner, I'm going to have to hold all the plus frames in the world, the ultimate pillar.
Speaking of all the plus frames in the world, beautiful anti-air with the far medium right there.
Yep. Ooh! Okay, caught out with just the last active frame of that detonation. Tried to bust your way out with the Lariat.
Oh, huge catch on the jump right there. That far medium is going to lead to so much damage. Looping the Great Fall.
Go, EX Arrow. We have 100 available for Monarch as well, so you Butterfly, ultimate arrows are a factor too. Third, anti-air with the far M as well. Monarch catching these jumps out from Fukunaga, and the ultimate arrow seals the deal. Finally around on the board.
Huge right there for Monarch, and I think the crucial thing, as you mentioned, were the anti-airs, the far mediums, leading to so much, because Fukunaga was getting away with a lot of jumps before.
There we go. Now that we're back in the mid-screen, how are we going to deal with the threat of rotating this pillar, Nimbus, and the EX Lariat as well? Once again, stuck in the corner, but RM is doing the job right now for Monarch.
That it is. How does Fukunaga answer that? Probably making use of one of those aerial buttons, stronger ones for the crush level. Nice catch right there. Great use of the TK arrow.
Beautiful momentum coming out from Monarch, ending the combo a little bit early, but still sets up the meaty Great Fall. Another catch in the corner here. We spend the Raging Strike. We need this damage where we can, and we get it right back with the SBA.
Beautiful stuff from Monarch right now. This is such a strong position. Making this comeback against Matera, against Monarch's Matera, is near impossible. Monarch shutting it down and getting his first game.
Oh, these jumps. Like you said, we're not getting policed in game number 1 and 2, but Monarch, after a deep breath in that rematch screen, now just on point with it, almost 100% hit rate for knocking Fukunaga out of the sky.
Whenever you're ready, come back home.
Also, even looking a little bit better on the spot dodges as well when we're sending out, you know, orb into ultimate pillar. You can barely see it behind the animation, but we're avoiding a little bit more chip and a little bit more of those plus frames, which we're, you know, running up behind for free almost.
Going to the 6-6Hs at the round start, trying to brute force his way out on the ground this time.
Yeah, looking for a Lariat, just trying to poke out with the 5L, but it's getting EX pillar for your troubles. Cool down, back up now.
Right, that is a trade you'll definitely take if you're Fukunaga.
Yep. Ooh, okay, traded with the far M, but not the worst thing in the world here for Monarch. Still keeps the corner positioning and pushes you back in with the U-Butterfly. Now we have so much space to set up some of our best moves.
The Corona handshake coming out, and this is a lot of corner carry, a lot of damage as well.
Ultimate Lariat, say with your chest, Fukunaga from downtown with the dash H.
Yep, just gonna sit, take that chip damage and get the BC. Choosing not to get the Celestial Dominion up right now. Whoa!
Trying to be tricky, double downing on the UDP, 50 meter down the drain, 40% down on the HP. One more touch with this ultimate butterfly could be enough. So we BC out, but we still try and run up for a deep dash only to get instant mashed by Monarch.
Yeah, beautiful challenge right there from Monarch, knowing that there was nothing really in that position that Fukunaga to present to get the KO. No Celestial Dominion on his side.
Ooh, but the slide just a little bit too far out. The walk back from Fukunaga, just barely putting him out of range.
Yeah, superb with punish and positioning from Fukunaga. Finally gets that big 2H anti-air that he's been looking for this whole time. Fukunaga going for the empty jumps quite a lot to block those.
Now put that ultimate butterfly in the string. Again, we get to spend our meter on things that aren't UDP, just keeping the pressure up.
And this chip is really piling on, even with the high HP of Vasusia. It is making that difference. Attack on the throw once again.
Oh, but there we go. The micro dash into the counter hit. Fukunaga has you up against the wall. He hasn't built up the 100 yet, so we still need one more hit. One throw could be enough as well, especially after that Nimbus, so we match for our life. Ooh,
That
gets the pillar.
Very, very nice from Monarch right there. The patience!
The double shimmy?
Not biting on either of those, and doesn't get clipped by the butterfly, the arrow even.
So scary. Just a little bit too far away to get the detonation. Waiting for the Eularian, but the ultimate DP right behind Fukunaga on set point.
Yeah, great job to go for the UDP right there. If Monarch was off on the timing of that throw punish, as he was, that was going to be a punish every time. Fukunaga now at set point.
Okay, EX arrow, yeah, to just clash with that orb and make sure we're not getting away with some free pillars. Still is the cooldown up here for the EX version on Fukunaga's side and stops your approach.
Here comes the pressure, tries to challenge after the 6XL. He's going to eat a full corner combo as a result.
Celestial Dominion, once again, the 5U buff. This block string going to be long as hell, but still able to escape the low arrows, giving the U Butterfly the amount of time we need to catch with the tracking.
All of that able to return back to the middle of the screen as well. Fukunaga blocking this all out, but again, that chip is piling up bit by bit, and now Monarch the one with the screen control.
There we go, now looking for another pillar on the butterfly set. The U Butterfly recovers so fast, but the LNM version just a little bit slower.
Oh, the trade right there, not gonna get the full hits right there.
That was a scary U Butterfly set, and now caught here by the Lariat. Fukunaga finishes the job with a 3-1. Just keeping so many games alive, especially during that period, whether it was Uni, whether it was Melty Blood, of course, Granblue as well, and when Rising and so many other of these new versions popped up, of course, the community was there and ready with that competitive spirit, but of course, we're heading on into it. It's winners finals. Let's see it, Tororo versus Zane.
We can see the Tororo Siegfried here at the ready.
Helter Skelter, and burst forth with shrieks to shatter the dome of heaven.
So cringe, so free. A man who speaks in prose after my own heart.
Sir, you're no mere mortal.
Wind problems? Sounds like indigestion.
He's so,
Sure you don't want to sit this round out.
so considerate of it.
He's a bit silly.
Round one.
We're matching in the Royal Blues right now as we head into round number 1.
Right, so I think going to Zane, trying to go for the throw. No seal's been set up just yet.
Yep. Chilling out in the lingering tornado, but still for a couple button techs on Tororo's side. Okay, first hit, cancel into the seal, but still just standing strong.
Yeah, playing this very patient, finally chooses to DP out. Gets the opportunity and a huge throw back.
Patience of the world, had a time to set up the meaty firewall. Are we gonna try and bust out? We have all of the seals. Zoom 1 to escape the corner, there we go. Ooh, backdash 2M here.
Catch on that throw. Here's the pressure once again. We saw a lot of this versus Monarch. Just waiting for that jump from Zane. Tororo getting a big hit right here. Not going to be enough to build to the SBA, but still a lot of damage.
Now we're poking out on the toes of the 2L, but still Zane with a brave mash out, fighting with your life on the line. The ultimate fireball is just clashing in the middle.
Oh, gets the cross up with the JM. This is going to be a ton of damage for Zane right here.
And a clean pickup off of the 2M as well. Not quite able to kill, but we run up for that throw bait. The Gale Dash does that job. There we go, escaping the corner and then some for the first round.
Every single Grimnir on the planet wants that throw bait. They get it all the time as well, and it leads to so much every time.
All right, clean throw tech, but still caught in the corner here. Counter hit straight into the EX Orkin.
finally to work his way out. Huge 5U, but the patience of Tororo not overextending once he noticed that Zane was close to the seals.
Yeah, and the delay on that third seal as well, trying to see if he could catch out a late challenge from Tororo, but nothing found. Again, the patience that we saw in that first round.
Those diagonals just not allowing Tororo even to consider going for the anti-air. Lovely whip punish with the bar heavy.
Back up across the corner once again. We set the seals. All right, finds the opportunity to BC out. Still backed up. One tornado, two tornado, the flame wall, and a couple far L's, but off of the clash. Find a straight hit here for Zane.
Nice tech on the throw once again. Goes for the run-up. And a huge spot dodge. That should be more than enough for Zane to take this first game. Keep it real simple right here.
There we go. We still got the Raging Strike, the Raging Chain behind it, but not even necessary. That's close H in the corner for game one.
Real strong game one coming out from Zane. Not allowing Tororo to get too much started. Spot dodging a lot of these fireballs incredibly well.
So cool, it's not even fair. Like, I can't even process that level of awesome.
Hearing Grimnir in the background as these gamers are fighting for their life, thinking, all right, what's my game plan for game number 2?
This time Tororo checking the notes on his phone. Doesn't quite have the notebook that Monarch has, but wherever you put your notes, it doesn't matter.
Exactly. Obsidian, Notion, right there in the mental palace. It's all good.
Gets to start with a 6XL. And of course, that's one of the huge things that was changed about Siegfried a little while ago. You can't convert his L normals into Orkan anymore. H Orkan, that is.
Needs that M starter, but we need the far L to go straight into that ultimate Orkan instead to keep you locked down in the corner. Tries to go for an ultimate skill here, but Zane stopped on that fireball.
Mid-range pressure, just these space 6XLs, the ones that are really difficult to BC. Great catch with the ultimate Nelanav.
Go. Like we said before at the top of the set, right? Just catching when you're trying to be tricky at the top of the screen with the Gale dashes, and the 2U goes punished just a little bit too close for your own comfort.
First, you must
Yeah, that Grimnir 2U, not the best 2U out there. It doesn't knock down at the tip of its hitbox, and it's, yeah, a bit of an awkward move to use on defense at times.
Standing on business, trying to make sure that Zane has no opportunity to use the seals.
Yeah, again, just kind of hovering around that back seal right there to be able to react and catch the jump.
Trying to be so tricky with the Gale Dash movement that we end up putting ourselves back into the corner, but we had one more Gale Dash to escape. We set the single seal, but don't get away with it. That's that ultimate Nelanav.
Great punish with that as well. Stackers with the lights, very nice, gets the throw.
Yep. Far L, close L, but UDP for your troubles. We're back out to the mid-screen.
Yeah, I like that BC right there, just so that you kept that spacing near the seals.
Trying to be so tricky with the movement, but ends up heel dashing right in your face. A little bit minus, but still just trying to measure the reaction.
Tried to go for a hit right there. I think that was the Nelanav. Tried to intercept, but not quite fast enough.
Ooh, tried to go for the 6XM. That dash medium, unfortunately getting caught by the ultimate tornado. One more seal set for Zane, but worse for wear on the HP in that one VP situation too.
That 1 BP now, just looking for those crucial hits. Ooh, oh, huge catch right there, but not quite close enough to get the far medium.
Yeah, big whiff, but yeah, just not close enough to the corner. You tried to find the confirm, no BP on either side.
Yeah, that block is going to get hammered by those 6XLs as a result, but Zane, still finding the escape. Look at the clock, J2, only 10 seconds left.
Oh my god, it's the blue flashes. Zane has to make something crazy, and SSBA confirm could be enough, but there we go, the big bonk on Zane. Takes the game here for Tororo, 1 apiece.
Fighting his way out, didn't want to play that passive, didn't want to play that too conservative, because even those throws at 0 BP would do a ton of damage. One throw may have been enough to get him the lead, Zane, that is.
Exactly, didn't even want to risk it. With 5 seconds left on the board, you're like, yes, I have the life lead, but it's contingent on one interaction, right? One strike throw could send it all the way to the other side, and the cinematic just running down that timer. So smart to tie things up as we head into game 3.
Wow, beautiful anti-air, ready with that straight away was Zane.
Yeah, 2H action, single Gale dash. It's respect of that second dash that lets us try and go for the throw.
Yeah, not going to hold the frame trap. Once again, going for the DP this time.
Yep. Knocking on the doors, DP available for Zane as well.
Counter on the 2M, almost gets the bait, but no, going to get the punish on the jab right there.
Ooh, immediate spot dodge, yeah, saw the blue flash, that Nelanav not going to catch Zane here.
Nice check with the 2M right there. Get the patience on defense from Tororo, not allowing Zane to really pile that offense on. Those staggers just not quite working.
Ooh! Tried to mash out, but the close though just a little bit too far, so Tororo lands the Raging Strike.
Didn't have quite enough meter to convert into another Raging Chain. Lovely interception with the 6XL, and this is going to be huge for Zane right here. Gets the wall bounce and probably going to lead into SSBH for KO.
There we go, strip that last BP, and it's all the damage in the world here off this cinematic. We send a single rose, and we put the round on the board.
Very nice comeback from Zane right there.
That's so cool.
Sometimes you gotta be your own biggest cheerleader.
Round 2.
Indeed. All right, little backdash here, just trying to get the EX seal set up, but that's Flame Wall. That's for Dragon, and it's also the Orc, and all the cooldowns down to push you into the corner.
Yeah, the spacing trap right there from Tororo was incredibly nice. Gets the pick up, but doesn't believe.
Yeah. Ooh, but a big whip punish on the far L, just waiting with that 6XL on the other side. Spot dodge, Z-dash.
Yeah, noticing that Zane hasn't really been triggering that final seal. Tororo willing to challenge that time.
Yeah. All right, backdash, avoids the firewall. It's down for quite some time, so we can be a little bit more tricky with the air dash movement, but still caught out with the ultimate version. We gotta watch that 50 meter.
Again, not triggering that final seal. Tororo choosing to take his turn back as a result.
Ooh, yeah,
catch
tries to go for the 5U, but catches that too with the firewall.
Gets a counter on the 6XL, and that's going to be more than enough for the KO. Whoever gets this game here is going to be in that crucial position, that crucial 2-1 lead here in Winners Finals.
Breaking ahead in the tie, let's see who can get that advantage. Sword in the stone once again.
Round 3.
All right, caught out here with the dash M, just not going to get that lingering tornado for the seal set like we wanted, but lost so much space just to get the seals on board.
Solid damage, not quite going to get the whip punish on the throw right there.
Big bonk.
Yeah, nice use of the H for Dragon. It's such a great space denier. Love that usage of the seals right there to keep himself in the air to avoid the fireball.
Exactly, as high as we can to trigger it to make sure we're just barely out of range of the flame wall, and a spot dodge to avoid the 2H out of the skies. Beautiful vertical reach there, and Tororo brings you right back down to earth. One more Raging Strike could do the job, but the ultimate firewall finishes the mission. 2-1 right now.
Finally finds that massive brolic 2H of Siegfried, and that's actually something that we weren't really mentioning before. That 2H of Siegfried is one of the best in the game, and against the character that is as airborne as Grimnir, you definitely want a tool like that.
Absolutely. It's scary to commit to that anti-air, even though the vertical reach is so good though, right? We've been so tricky with some of these Gale dashes, especially later and later on into the set. I think we've been using a lot of these seal sets just to show, okay, I'm gonna be tricky, I'm gonna consume all the seals, so you can't feel comfortable using your, incredibly vertically reaching 2H. Still finds the mark here. Game number 4.
Clashes on the fireballs, clashes on the throws.
Yep.
And a nice 6XL, but a little bit awkward right there. Still able to get some hits.
Yeah, I like the idea with the 63, but we were just a hair short to get the Gale Dash conversion. All good though. We push Tororo to the corner, and that's EXDP out.
Love that to try to get out of the situation right there.
Ooh. A little bit shallow on the throw, the walk back from Zane.
Again, fantastic use of the Unel and Nav right there, and is in position to get the full confirm as well.
All right. DP to try and escape. Now we're perfect position to use our seals, but instead it's the 2L walk up for the throw bait.
Tororo not quite ready for that one, unfortunately.
Okay, still got the seals ready, but BC doesn't find too much. 6XL.
Just trying to fight his way out the corner right now. Probably going to look for an opportunity to go for the H for Dragon. Gets a 2M instead. And a nice confirm.
So tricky with the lows. Single seals. We got an opportunity to fight back for this mid-screen space, but still has diamonds in tow.
2 diamonds left on the side of Zane, as well as meter to work with.
Yep.
Both players in a very scary situation. What a catch right there, but not quite able to confirm.
And notice how we're not looking for the 2H. Knows we have so many ways to try and air stall, but there we go. The catch into the ultimate Death Ride Tempest. Zane with another round.
All the time in the world to confirm that hit as well. Beautiful awareness from Zane.
Round 2.
Round closer to tying things back up. Once again, the double backdash, just respecting that firewall, but tried to get a jump that didn't come out from Tororo.
Big hit right there. The count hit once again working in Tororo's favor. The Sagas, good tech on the throw.
Ooh, yeah, tried to go for the ultimate flame wall to contest that tornado, but it was just too far across the screen.
Big Death Ride Tempest right there. Huge DP coming out from Tororo, preventing that. blocks.
Ooh, there we go. Ultimate Firewall. Keep Zane at bay for now. We're chipping away. Have to be woke on these Ultimate Firewalls. Finds another confirm for the wall bounce.
Doubling it up to get a nice chunk of damage. Now you're stuck in the corner versus Grimnir.
Ooh! Walk out, walk forward, shimmy into the close H. This should be the kill when we have all of these heal dashes to consume. We have the Raging Strike available as well.
Ooh, not quite enough. And a huge UDP that is going to keep Tororo alive in this game, and now at set point.
Oh, that is a heartbreaker of a drop on the close M. You had lethal. But now, set point for Tororo might be one round away from moving on to Grands.
That round start, H5 will just kind of forcing Zane back each and every time. Now we're dancing around the seals, waiting for the responses.
They send it with a single bonk, but no dash caught.
Right, big hit with the M5 right there.
Knocking on the doors with these 6XLs. We spend the first break point, it's fine. No extra damage here, and catches out the blue flash. The Nella Nav sniped by that Gale Dash.
Yeah, just that little bit too high, even for the huge fireball of Siegfried. Taking the throw that time.
Walk it out, look for the throw bait. Still able to go back to mid-screen.
Yeah, even though that seemed like such a good roll out the corner, Tororo's still stuck here, using the BP to finally return back to the mid-screen. Ooh, but a beautiful reaction with the U fireball right there.
Yeah, not gonna get away with the plus frames off the M fireball. Catches up the Verdrangen bonk.
Potentially could have got punished there, but no, not quite. Is that gonna catch? Yes, it does!
But it doesn't get the cinematic.
Gets the side switch though, gets a huge hit right there. Doesn't go into the auto counter because it was still on cooldown.
Yep. Didn't have the cooldowns available for a wall bounce, consuming all the seals. Zane at one touch with 100 meter to your name. Catches you out with the lingering hitbox of the tornado. We're going to game 5.
Had to go for that spot dodge there because he committed to the run. Maybe could have tried to gone for a DP. Maybe that could have worked, but unfortunately, that was not the option in that scenario. Now, as you said, game 5 between these two.
It would have been such a heartbreaker way to lose that set if the game where you dropped a kill confirm would have ended up sending you down into the loser side, but you get one more chance, Zane. We better clean it up.
One more chance at love and one more chance at victory here in the winners finals.
Fight to kill. Round 1.
Oh, that's Bubs.
I was trying to tell who
Yeah,
it was. It was
like,
a particularly deep-voiced announcer.
Yeah, it was like, this person is so edgy. Like, who is this? It's not Belial, but okay, it's Bubs, yeah.
Who's Chuny derogatory? I should have remembered.
Yeah.
Bubs in the cast, just waiting it out with a random announcer, but still being so tricky with the Gale Dash, is able to survive and escape. Oh, and caught out with the dash and the counter hit close L.
Yeah, love the delayed stagger coming out from Zane. Now in prime position to set up the fireball mix.
Ah, just stand up. No confirm off the air throw, but it brings you right back. We set the single seal, but here we go. Tororo able to walk himself out of the corner. No pickup with 6XM.
Pressure gets the block. Nice 6-6 out right there. Gets the counter hit once again. Oh, doesn't actually get the follow-up right there. Uncharacteristic drop.
That's so much damage, so much meter left on the side of Tororo. Ooh.
Right, there's the throw. We haven't seen too many from Tororo so far. Not many have landed their mark. Good spot dodge from Zane. The patience on defense right here.
Ooh, I was going to say we have to be careful of the UDP, but sees that respect and catches up the backdash here with the ultimate tornado. Zane moving on a sliver.
Ooh, mindful of that chip. Piling on, mounting up.
Ooh, with the spot dodge. No punish from Zane. Could have caught the recovery, but just wasn't ready in time. 20 seconds left on the clock here. Zane, you have to make your move.
Once again, real slow pace from both of these two.
Dragon, that's chip damage territory. You got to play perfect.
Oh my gosh, what a spot dodge right there!
The point blank spot dodge, able to punish the Nella Nav, and so stoic. The job's not done yet. Zane on set point.
Magnificent composure from Zane right there.
Once again, tapping with the toes. We send it with the lingering hitbox, and now we get our EX seals. Behind the back, but a little bit too antsy on the throw. That walk back from Tororo, able to escape.
Now finding the throws once again. Meaty M fireball even. Oh, a little bit too close. These Nella Navs getting Tororo in real danger right here.
Yeah, looking for a throw bait with the seal. And that object permanent, just waiting to make our way back to the mid-screen. One more seal set, 5U, but no anti-air baited.
Nice catch on the backdash with the H for Drangen.
Ooh,
trades on the fireballs. crucial sweep right there. But the mash, good stuff from Tororo, but doesn't get the confirm. But here we go, final round here in Winners Finals.
We can feel the nerves on both sides. These crucial confirms being left to the wayside, but still off of the scramble, able to bring us to that final round. Let's see who can punch their ticket into Grands. All right, immediate firewall trying to stop, but once again, just the walk back. EX Tornado has been doing so much to set the seals, but instead only going for the single apply. This time on Zane's side, finds a 2H for Tororo, but it's no counter hit.
Yeah, he's trying to go for these light DP confirms. Yeah. A little bit temperamental, those are. Not quite the most reliable. Still overall in a good position.
Oh, there we go, the triple dash. As soon as you set the seals, we find a straight 6XL, but it's not enough to push Zane into the corner. These Gale dashes push you to that West Coast side.
Even off of the 6XL scaling, still a solid amount of damage for Zane right here. Good blocks from Tororo, not falling victim.
Yep, disengage with that back Gale dash.
That is your final BP, Zane. How are you going to make use of this?
Ooh. So Diggy finds the spot dodge!
That's Tororo's last BP as well. Is this going to be it?
Do we have enough? One more, you confirm, but they use Psycho Crushes. Not enough, you lost the corner off of it too. A clean tech from both sides. Oh my god.
Got to be mindful of the chip damage from those wind seals.
Yes. Tornado in chip damage territory. Tornado is a factor, 100 meter available. We're looking for the reaction super, I know it! But the U Psycho Crusher does the job! Zane popping off, he makes his way in that final hit. Deathrite Tempest seals his ticket to Grand Finals, winners side.
Incredible stuff to Zane, and you know the heartbreak for Tororo right here. He's still in, but he really wanted to get to the Grands winners side. We've been in this situation before with Tororo, barely losing out last year in winners finals versus Aaron Damac, and now the same has happened here against Zane, but once again, still alive, still not out, still has his chance to potentially take this tournament. Still it's been an absolute treat watching all of our players compete so far in this top 8. The action's only going to keep heating up here.
All right, we got to whittle down our top 4 to our top 3. One more set here. Choosing the BGM, choosing the stage. Oh, I hear a particularly excited Granblue fan.
Okay, actually we're going for the Lancelot in general right here.
Yeah.
Of course, the classic pick, the character that won him Arc World Tour 2023.
Back to the classics here for Fukunaga, doing it one time for the fans. And now caught out here after the Impulse Blade.
Our first throw of the round. Gonna play this as lightning fast as possible. Doesn't want Koji to establish that momentum, because if he does, he can begin to run away with it.
Exactly. All right, end of your turn off the L riding free, a little low block action. Send it with the ultimate Worgenstrom.
All right, gets the throw again. And when you have that debuff from the U Fireball, it's always just worth, you know, taking the throw right there.
Exactly. Don't have to eat the frozen confirms, but there we go. We send it with the SSBA for Kojicoco, taking away those last 2 BP. I'll see you next round.
Xavier Unleashed, not quite gonna take it. Oh my gosh, the sliver! That did even more than I expected.
Yeah, right? Oh, but now we're in chip damage territory, so it's a checkmate DP as soon as we left the ground. Beautiful anti-air from Kojicoco for the chip damage kill.
Very, very nice. Okay, this time it's Belial.
I was gonna say, yeah. That was a very curious dialogue line. I only know someone that sultry. All right, send it with the EX Fireball, but nothing to be found off the H Thunderbird.
Beautiful wall jump out of the corner, but Kojicoco not allowing him to establish his turn.
Yes. Ooh, EX Fireball trying to catch out something there. It's caught with the BD on wake up, pushed over to the corner. One more throw. Ooh.
The mash out the corner from Kojicoco. Not going to get a ton, but here's another mash right here. It's going to get the wall bounce. And as long as he doesn't drop this, it's going to be more than enough to get the KO. Keeping it real simple, straight into the Immortal Assault.
There we go. Tournament combos. That super is lethal. Kojicoco takes game number 1.
Winner, winner. Donut, you're fast.
Did she not say chicken
Never
dinner?
know when to
That,
give
yeah.
up.
That's not how, whatever.
I was waiting for it, but I guess Beatrix a little creative over on the side. She's a pastry fan, but sending it with the Fireball. Once again, the Blade Impulse right behind the Fireball, too.
Silly goose, but Fukunaga is not having it, getting off to a strong start, but Kojicoco now the one in control.
Yep. Ooh. Okay, tries to swing on through, but it's EXDP for the corner. How do we try and deal with the wall cling? Not quite ready, so it's still back to the mid-screen.
Oh, close right there. That's going to be a punish on that, but not too much.
Yeah, the scramble.
Beautiful whiff punish coming out from Kojicoco. May choose to spend the cash. Yes, very much going to do so. Once again with the SBA.
Yeah, put you in that one-touch territory. One less brave counter to have to worry about, but Mashy gonna wake up. No, it doesn't kill.
Yeah, went for a link that only works on crouching, I believe. The close light, close heavy. Could have gone for the close light, close medium just for security, but still able to take the round nonetheless.
Here we go. Saw that counter hit starter. Maybe got a little bit greedy, but off of the slide. Able to clash in time here with the throw tech off that H riding free. Still stuck in the corner here.
Yeah, close enough to the corner as well to be able to get that nice safe jump right there after the Sapphire Slash. Huge anti-air with the 2H.
There we go. Once again, picked up off of the fireball, and we send it with the SBA. Just chewing through Fukunaga's HP. One more throw after a little bit of chip could be lethal, and we try to find that kill confirm only for Kojicoco to get mashed out.
Yeah, the first time that Koji has introduced the command grab in this set so far. Beautifully challenged by Fukunaga, not holding on to that. Good tech on the throw. Ooh, that's the LDP.
And it's a clean finish. Kojicoco keeping up the momentum with this 2-0 right now.
Yeah, comparative to the long test of endurance that was the previous winner's final set.
Yeah.
Kojicoco is speed running this right now.
To make up for lost time. All right, Fukunaga, what is the answer? Down to, do we go back to character select at least to give ourselves a little breather? Considering the Versusia, I see that smile on your face. Is it worth it?
Yep, that is the Versusia pick.
Oh, I didn't realize on this specific announcer as well, it says, Rain, you guys can figure out why she says that by playing the Granblue story. But the story here in losers semis is Fukunaga trying to get this reverse sweep in the character swap against Kojicoco.
Yeah, there are a good number of announcer characters. Most of the good characters in the game will say Rain instead of Versusia.
Death's waiting. Round 1.
It's giving Mother, and it's giving one last chance to survive in the losers semis. A clean clash, but the multi-hit on the fireball just keeping you locked down.
Yeah, I don't think Kojicoco wanted the DP right there.
Ooh. Okay, clean spot dodge on the ultimate fireball. There we go. We're back into the BC. 50-meter available for Fukunaga.
Oh, tried to go for the confirm right there, and it's going to take a full punish as a result. This is going to be a ton of corner carry into the M Samsara, straight into the H, all the way corner to corner, coast to coast. Beautiful stuff from Fukunaga right there.
To get a couple wall bounces as well, right? This character's corner carry, especially when you have that 50 for the ultimate orb, is so pesky, but still, spending it on the UDP this time to stop Kojicoco's reverse momentum.
That said though, Kojicoco gradually building that meter, but it's not going to matter in the face of counter hit far heavy. Full conversion off of that. Fukunaga getting around.
Go 2 games off of the Dragon Knight, but can we take it back off of the Versusia? Fukunaga off to a good start.
Ooh, nice use of the M Riding 3, as we mentioned before, able to low profile those Anitia orbs.
That's exactly what you mentioned at the top of the set. One of those things to have to worry about. It's scary to even send the EX Pillar, right, because it just goes so fast, but Fukunaga playing a little bit more preemptive. The backdash to you.
Lovely turnaround from Fukunaga here. Once again, going to put that Celestial Dominion back online. The Koji making the immediate adaptation, not falling victim to another backdash shimmy.
Okay, looking for a spot dodge. Maybe he's trying to scout out a Brave counter, but instead Fukunaga pushes out with the 2M.
Now these two just trying to carefully navigate this mid-range. Fukunaga now on the pressure, chooses not to expend the Celestial Dominion right there. Has the Delta Clock available, but not the meter to convert into SSBA.
There we go. So we get the LDP into the Ultimate Thunderbird Link just to try and keep up a little bit of those resources for a potential kill confirm. Reaction Super about to be a factor coming up in a little bit, but Kojicoco, can you weather the storm? The throw, does it kill?
Yeah, there's a chip on that. What a reaction, SSBA! Beautiful stuff, and now Kojicoco at set point.
There we go, the immediate Brave counter to make sure we opened up an opportunity between those specials for that SSBA. Just barely had enough meter for it as well. Kojicoco on set point.
DPing through the pressure, doesn't want to hold those staggers.
Ooh, but the whip on the Thunderbird. Fukunaga with that neutral jump, able to find that JH on the way back down.
Gorgeous neutral jump, the immediate wake-up throw, not something that we've been seeing too much throughout this entire top 8, really.
Yeah. Okay, spot dodge trades.
Big 2U, but the DP again. Kojicoco on the mark with pretty much all of these DPs so far.
Exactly. Send it with the fireball here. We're just looking scared of the riding free, right? Trying to advance across the screen, but doesn't want to get low checked. Understandable. Ooh!
There's the L Thunderbird. Not going to lead to too much. Once again, the 2Ls just pecking away at Kojicoco's block.
Ooh! Okay, send it with the ultimate Star Chaser. Just trying to put out a quick fireball to check the approach.
Both these players exercising the utmost caution. Neither wants to overextend, but Kojicoco, the one being chipped away right now. Huge throw for Fukunaga.
Gosh, up throw, so much patience coming out from Kojicoco. 100 meter available on both sides of reaction. SSBA could turn the tides, especially with no BP in tow.
That it could. Any errant hit for Kojicoco right now. Spell demise, but that's not quite going to do it. And there it is!
Delta Clock is gonna do it. No meter spend required. The Raging Strike seals the deal. Kojicoco moves on to losers finals with a 3-0.
Tick-tock, your time is up, Fukunaga. Once again, Kojicoco solidifying his top 3 placement here at EVO 2025. But what a show Fukunaga put on throughout this entire bracket.
Exactly. Everyone give it up one more time for the Lance Master himself, Fukunaga!
Locking it in, this time against Kojicoco's Beatrix.
Okay, so I'm hearing the Percival lock, and we're seeing a lot of Siegfried against some of the picks that Tororo has had to run into so far, especially against the Grimnir as well, right? But now going back to old reliable, the Lord of Flames himself to go toe-to-toe with Kojicoco's Beatrix.
Yeah, Matera and Grimnir are some of Percival's worst matchups, so it makes sense to go for the Siegfried, who is a much more solid pick overall against those characters. But against the Beatrix, Percy is definitely much, much more favorable overall. Well, he is, of course, his main after all.
That's true. Sticking with old reliable for this one. Game number 1 of our losers finals, trying to keep you at bay with the fireballs, but we do get one stock up.
Nice challenge right there from Kojicoco with that far light. Beautiful Vermillion as well to stop the 6XL attempt.
Yep. LVP for the pickup and clean link it to the Youth Thunderbird, keeps that meter healthy, and the counter hit, the 2L from Kojicoco.
Drop right there. Good on Tororo for not challenging right there.
Yeah.
Using the flame carpet to fight out the corner. Huge whip punish.
Big hit there with the 5-8 straight into the Lord Strike heavy.
Just keeping these staggers nice and tight. There's another throw.
Yep.
Take the stock this time. Not going to go for the safe meaty. Might go for the safe meaty carpet. No. Instead, the X-Seal introduced from the very first round.
5U is one of these options that is so scary to show in case Kojicoco mashes out, ends up killing you with SSBA, but showing it so early on into the set is a brave move from Tororo.
That it is. X-Seal, the 5U, is one of those moves that I feel like is stronger, or varies in strength depending on the level of player that you are.
Yes.
Against these high-level players that are more disciplined to block, it can find its mark more often. The use of the M Fireball right there doesn't leave as big of a gap as the L1.
Quite. All right, H Fireball, but we're trading back and forth. We finally confirm into the Flame Carpet, so just trading these distances. Not going to spend the Brave Count on the Ultimate Thunderbird.
Light Thunderbird, Tororo gets to take his turn back. Huge count it on the 6XL, and another H.Ison right there. There we go, another 6XL right there. Double up on the Raging Strike, Raging Chain, and end with the H Underdone. Tororo with the first game.
Basketball bombos, keep it simple. A speed run for the Lord of Flames right now.
It is far easier to tamper with sinews than the spirit.
Coco, how do we respond? Still sticking on the Beatrix, I assume.
Hardy than wise, but it is a valuable weapon all the same.
Checking the notes, even on the victory.
Yeah, it's important to understand what went your way, what potentially could go wrong. Keep that composure, understand that game plan, and lock it.
Game number 2 here, once again, the 5-8 just keeping Kojicoco at bay. Never confirmed with the DP. Looking out.
Nice use of the LDP right there. Crushes the 6-frame buttons, catches the dash forward. Ooh.
The shotgun, but it's all good. Still fighting for our space. A big life lead on the side of Tororo right now, but no stocks. Here we go. Flame Carpet.
That stock on the Flame Carpet whittling away at Kojicoco's life.
Ooh. Okay, far L to interrupt.
Catch it.
Stop sign out.
Just about gets the wall bounce right there. Very crucial for Kojicoco. Now you have the corner advantage.
100 meter available as well, so next hit should be a kill.
Nice, very nice counter poke right there with the 2M, and that is going to be it for Kojicoco to take the round.
There we go. Finds the kill with the fireball. Let's see if we can tie things up.
Thank you, Great Marquis.
2, play.
Brings out perfect spacing for the fireballs on both sides, but does find the poke with the 6XL. 5 stocks in tow for Tororo.
Good throw coming out from Kojicoco, however. The DP doesn't want Kojicoco to establish those staggers.
Full fear of the corner, not trying to lose any of this screen space. 5H whip punish once again.
Lovely whip punish on the far heavy with that far light from Kojicoco.
Overhead triple attack ender, big chillin'. But warming up on the flame carpet, there we go, caught up on the low.
And the run-up delayed flame carpet, so effective for catching those delayed options. Tororo gonna take a round.
Like wheat before fire.
So cool.
He is. Pulls out his hand to the opponent, just trying to pull up here once again with the 6XL. Right, stopped in your tracks with the DP.
Again, just Koji just been so on the mark with a lot of those DPs. Nice challenge from Tororo right there.
Ooh. Okay, catches out the recovery frames of the far H, but still just a straight hit off the fireball. Nothing too big here for Kojicoco.
Nice block and gets the throw. No escape as well on that.
Trying to look for a delay mash and wake up there, but still able to escape the flame carpet situation. Send it with the H riding free.
Builds the meter to 100, but instead is still going to cash out with the U Thunderbird.
Yeah. Again, going for these links when we know that 100% isn't quite going to be lethal.
Well, tries to challenge with the flame carpet. Now very little meter on the side of Tororo. Very hard to fight out the corner from this position.
Ooh, but a bold attempt to escape. That extra damage from that one missing BP means UDP is lethal. Kojicoco ties it up.
1-1. Had that DP been blocked, if Tororo was able to get the side switch right there, I don't think he would have been able to get the KO just yet without the meter, but still would have been a very big chunk of damage nonetheless. Kojicoco keeping it together.
Consult the notes once more, a deep breath. Still a long set ahead. I would imagine these two go the distance down here in losers finals.
Kojicoco this time the one to get the opening gambit, gets that big throw in the corner.
Up goes L, but still the mash out there.
Nice challenge with the H-Star Chase. A big jump out the corner from Tororo this time.
Able to escape the Thunderbird. And we set the flame carpet immediately. EXDP, Kojicoco wants none of that.
Just so on point with all of these DPs. Ooh. Tries to go for the delay mash.
Okay, 2 fireballs in a row, but nothing caught here from Tororo. Now 50 meter available on both sides.
Tororo struggling to find a substantial hit so far. Kojicoco willing to play this slow war of attrition as a result. Knows he doesn't need to overextend.
Dreaming the meter, a slight advantage for Kojicoco. Standing on business, the heated floors once again.
Yeah, but at that range, you're not in range to get the confirm right there. Nice punish on the 66M. That might come back to bite you, Koji. Ooh! Oh, magnificent timing on the DP. The speed of that U Star Chaser means that you're able to DP through it as Percival.
Looking for
the
an
throw. But again, the DP finds its mark.
UDP landed. We saw a little bit of patience on the walk up there from Tororo, but here we go. The delay UDP puts another round on the board for Kojicoco. Oh, empty Lord Strike just ends up right behind you with the 2L.
Big 6XL right there. Not going to actually choose to get the stocks. Doesn't really have a follow-up in that situation. Has all the pressure situation. Misses the confirm into the Schneiden.
We've gotten so much more damage off of it. Kojicoco still HP worse for wear. So we send it with the Brave counter.
Yeah, that flame carpet definitely did what it needed to do in terms of dealing that damage. Beautiful whip punish on the riding free. Now Koji in a real sticky situation.
Yeah, that's Ryazo just putting you once again in chip damage territory soon. But there we go, the Delta clock to bring us all the way to the corner. SSBA, no. Instead, just holding on to the meter.
Good throw from Kojicoco, not overextending. Another throw. You can take one more of these.
Oh, the empty jump, SSBA, but the UDP infills right through it. Not only that, it's lethal.
That it is. Once again, 1 round apiece, 1 game apiece. Who is going to get this crucial game 3?
Shoulder check with the 6XL. That's 1 stock. 3 stocks available here for Tororo, but Kojicoco busts back out.
Nice challenge right there. Doesn't want to deal with the tick throws that Kojicoco has been introducing so far.
Yep. Now we're tapping on the toes, trying to catch the approach with the far L of our own, but a pickup into that counter hit flame carpet.
If you can take your turn back at that range versus the U-Star Chaser, it is not plus at those close ranges.
Yep.
Ooh, again the RPS DP.
Ooh. Big whip on the 2M, but just trying to hold down the space. Tororo BCs to escape. Still locked down.
That one stock at the ready, and it's more than enough to get the KO. 2-1 for Tororo with the Zoraisen.
Tororo takes the lead, just waiting it out on the flame carpet, seeing, all right, what's the response, and then to that lay 2M.
Yeah, we're just getting this kind of intricate dance of timings. Both these players are very active in the way that they want to play right now. Tororo varying up his mash timings, as is Kojicoco, with the way that he's playing the staggers. So far, Tororo with the slight, ever so slight edge.
Yeah, we started going back to the layer where the instant mash ends up working, right? We're going for these deep dashes, these delay meaties just to try and catch out a fuzzy mash on wake up, but instead we're going back to basics saying, no, this close L will do the job.
Yeah, it's incredibly important that at this level to represent all of those options, because otherwise your opponent will just get incredibly comfortable with their offense. They'll be able to blow you up in certain ways, and that is the key thing to being a top-level player. You can't get by playing fully risk-averse. You have to take those crucial risks in those situations in order to be able to win these big sets.
Exactly. Over the course of this first to 3, you have to show that you can vary up your timing even when your life is on the line. So heading on into it, we got game number 4.
Ready? Round 1. Showtime!
Right, opening up with the M riding free. Nice catch right there with the L Thunderbird. Kojicoco off to a good start.
Okay, bringing out the far Ls once again, just rotating between the lights.
Projectiles trading, that is a punish right there. Thought that Tororo was going to try to take his turn back, but instead is going to eat a pretty chunky combo right there.
Yeah, the full commit on the Sapphire Slash, that's that punish. We spent the BP.
Throw. Big jump out from Tororo right there. This is going to be a huge damage combo, and he gets the stocks back from this as well.
Go, we've shown mash, we've shown the delay, and now we're showing the jump forward. We escaped the corner, but Kojicoco with another mash out. Once again, evens up the screen positioning and the life lead too.
Tororo trying to play this mid-range. Beautiful catch with the 6XL. Doesn't have the resources to quite get the KO, I don't think. Even with the Zoraisen Endo, 1-2 stab might be it. Yeah, just short. Thank God I know enough about my own character.
Yeah, right? Just barely living with the sliver, but now chip damage a factor, and the run-up DP. You had to be perfect from the spot dodge timing, but so tricky to try and stay alive. Tororo on set point.
And that was smart from Tororo right there, because he knew Kojicoco was going to look for a reaction against a fireball so that he could SSBA for the kill. Instead, Tororo just running up with the unreactable DP. There's the first fight view of the set. Nothing is forever.
And the big bonk and the command grab. Now we have Delta Clock locked and loaded.
Huge hit with the far heavy right there.
Big dodge here on the ultimate fireball. Delta Clock still stuck.
Still stuck in this corner as well as Tororo, taking a lot of chip damage here.
Delta Clock down, but so is the HP for Tororo. Look at the chip damage we've taken just off of some of these throw techs, and now the ultimate riding free puts a round up for Kojicoco. Still set point Tororo.
Yeah, that is the crucial thing about those mash techs. They do deal a little bit of damage to you, and over time that does add up.
All right, a couple 6XLs coming out from Kojicoco, catches out the delay tech. We're running you down to the corner.
Solid damage, even has the meter for the U Thunderbird Ender as well. Oof, empty load, but doesn't actually convert off of the...
Belief in the 2L, so now we get mashed out. Counter hit 6XL, trying to hold down to the space, but gets caught out here in range for a pickup off that counter hit flame carpet.
Catch the backdash right there, keeping Kojicoco pinned, but a great U-Star chases to catch the backdash.
Yeah. All right, L running free, we end our turn. No need for the Sapphire Slash this time. High risk, low reward, but we push Tororo to the corner, but we still mash out post BC.
What a challenge right there. This is going to deal a chunk of damage. The SBA might be enough with the BP drain.
Exactly, an extra 20%, and the cinematic does the job. Kojicoco brings us to game 5.
Once again, we are getting what we saw last time. There was a final game set between these two. It went the real distance. Will we see a different result this time around? Will the Prince be able to overcome the King? Or will the King march his way forward back to Grand Finals, where he has been in every Evo Vegas so far?
Exactly. Hot off of that victory from the Arco Tour Finals, trying to protect the throne this time instead of claim the crown, but will the Prince stop you in your tracks? That EX Fireball pushes us to the corner, but MDP allows us a little bit of breathing room.
Nice throw once again from Kojicoco.
Please and Fireball seeing if Tororo challenges, but spent the meter to trade.
Yep, no stock, so not going to be a ton of damage right there. Charges up. Nice contest with the U Thunderbird. The empty jump low has been working out so well. These empty jumps have been really, really good.
But not able to find a full confirm there. Maybe just a few too many skills on cooldown. Meaty Fireball, and we catch on the backdash too. Now Kojicoco on set point of his own.
Going for the backdash, expecting a throw right there. Kojicoco instead pressing on the offense. And now looking at a potential grand final seat here at EVO 2025. And that far heavy is a huge way to start.
Go. Thunderbird, no opt to use the Brave counter, so now getting caught up at the low by Kojicoco.
Kojicoco with all the momentum, all the strength right now. Goes for the wake-up throw.
Just stagger with the lights. Tororo waiting for his turn.
The trade right there, and the huge U-Star chaser right there. Tororo really struggling to fight out of this corner, and that far light, the counter is going to do it. Kojicoco gets his revenge and advances to grand finals.
A year in the making, the run back makes its way. 3-2 for Kojicoco as he moves on to grands in this potential, or no, guaranteed Paragon team kill.
Indeed, indeed. The first time so far Tororo has fallen short of grand finals here at EVO, managed to make it both at EVO 2022 and EVO 2024 here in Vegas. But of course, a huge shout out to Tororo making it this far. Can we make some noise?
An absolutely stellar third place finish. I know it's not what you wanted. You wanted that crown, the trophy as well, but out of 900 entrants, you are well above that top 1%. Everyone, smile for the photo real quick.
Shout outs to whoever is holding that Wooper plush over there. I'm a big fan.
Yeah.
I love Wooper so much.
I'm trying to look back and see if we can see it from the commentator desk, but you guys can see this grand finals once again. Paragon's own Zane coming in from the winner's side, and Kojicoco looking to take it through losers. Has to reset the bracket and win twice before Zane can take 3 games in a row.
Paragon Zane versus Paragon Kojicoco here in grand finals. Can we make some noise?
Just for the sake of offering my personal opinion, I thought I could really take Your Majesty to the next level. Your delivery!
Commencing test. Trial 1. Start!
Right, slow round start here, looking for the micro walk forward into the 6XL, but Zane just backing up, taking space. The lingering hitbox of that tornado gives us time to set up the EX seals.
That it does. Great backdash to avoid the throw, but Zane active on the offense regardless.
Yeah, stand on business with the tornado, trying to swipe through with the far M, but yeah, a lot of these preemptive spot dodges here from Kojicoco.
Lock on the seal dash right there. Catches the toes.
Yep. Ooh, backdash it out, trying to look for a throw, but nothing found. It's H riding free time.
Lost frame from the M Thunderbird, going to be DC'd immediately. Doesn't want to deal with any of that. And again, that is the strength of Grimnir when he's cornered. He has access to that huge 5U leap into the Void Light Erasure to just fly across the screen like a hawk. But what an anti-air!
Oh no! It's okay. We still keep the meaty situation, not trying to mash off of the scramble on either side. But now Zane, so worse for wear. 1 BP, barely an HP to his name, and a spot dodge on the tornado. That's 50 meter down.
Huge chip damage coming out from that, and the bait on the DP. Kojicoco the one to land all the DPs tonight, but as soon as he sees one, he sniffs it out and blocks it for the KO.
Exactly, master of the reversal. Can tell when you're looking for it, and it was looking so desperate in the corner, right? We were 1 hit away from chip damage territory. You had to bust out somehow. There we go, we need 1 straight hit off the fireball, but again, as soon as we get these seals set, we saw this in the set with Zenith as well, where all of a sudden we're just cranking up the aggression to 200%, so you can never utilize it. It's far L to stop that throw.
Kojicoco incredibly locked in right now, finding all of the hits, not allowing Zane to get anything started on offense, and this is going to be a dominant round, a dominant game for Kojicoco.
Here we go, hot off of the losers momentum. That's game number 1 for the Autumn Beatrix.
Yeah, you just came off defeating your demon right here. You have nothing to lose if you're Kojicoco.
Exactly. All right, stand on business once again in between those 2 seals.
excellent recognition of the range right there, noticing that that wasn't plus enough for Zane to be able to properly take his turn with something strong.
Yep. Takes his turn with the HDP again, catching out that backdash with the ultimate Star Chaser, but a UDP in Zane's turn as well. Neither of these gamers trying to hold to a block string.
Wow, actually get both hits right there. Real solid damage, extending with the 2M into the wall bounce. Wow, what a challenge out, and this could be massive damage. Both those BP gone from the side of Zane.
And it's still got the cinematic as well, that triple attack just barely stabilizing the height, so we're getting all the damage we can off of that SSBA.
Yeah, even if you DP here as Zane, you don't get the KO just yet, so you have to be so mindful. Now the DP is offline, but you still manage to get the hit. The 6-6M and chases Kojicoco down.
The check with the overhead, but it caught the backdash as well. All right, Zane. Some bravery, especially when you're one hit away.
Yeah, the on-spot tornado able to beat out the riding free right there. Beautiful pickup with the anti-air.
Trying to jump over the tornado. We've seen opportunities to, look for the air-to-air, but Zane just waiting for that vertical 2H.
Zane just kind of pummeling with those lights. Finally finding his way out, but still, you're right near the seals. What is the play?
All right, backdash to avoid that pull up with the 6XL.
Another great riding free, and now Kojicoco the one in control. Definitely going to look for that open opportunity even.
Oh, poke out. Yeah, we're not trying to deal with the mind games of that Gale Dash. It's BC for BC. 1 BP down each, but spinning on through when you get a full confirm off of that Gale Dash too.
Confirm into the SPA, of course, drain that second BP away. But if you're Zane, you have to be so careful here. One solid hit.
Whoa! The spot dodge, but still finding your way back out of the corner. It's 100 meter, it's Delta Clock, it's one-touch territory for both of these gamers. Delta Clock straight into the SPA, it's triple attack once more.
Not sure if this is going to be enough off of the the 2L scaling, excuse me.
Yeah.
But huge chunk of damage, gets the game right here.
Go. Ooh! I was gonna say Zane builds up the 50 meter faster, but Kojicoco saw to before that's even a factor. Tied up on the rounds.
Trial 3.
Once again, the seals have been set up. Space this time to be plucked, but the DP once again from Kojicoco. Ooh, magnificent air-to-air, but a little bit too high up in order to actually get the conversion.
Exactly, no way to catch on the ground, but does catch the 5U on the way back down with that close M counter hit. Baits out the DP, like you said, Viram, the master of sniffing out these reversals.
Link into the H Thunderbird to maximize the damage here as well. Beautiful combo from Kojicoco. Once again, one hit away from death is Zane.
Ooh. Just barely off the backdash, right outside of range of that far H, chipping away with the far L. You do not need a heavy hit to seal the game.
Yeah, Kojicoco just playing this very patient, knows he doesn't need to overextend with anything.
Ooh. Walk it back, and Thunderbird does the job. Tried to poke out for Zane, but now Kojicoco coming in from the loser's side is 2 up. All right, but still stoic, knows he has a long road ahead, even if it is a 3-0 from the loser's side.
That he does, of course, he does need to win 2 sets here against Zane, excuse me, who only needs to win 1. Still looking very, very good for Kojicoco so far.
We know these Paragon gamers are capable of the reverse sweep, so, I mean, we saw Kojicoco pull that off in the loser's side to stay alive when he was down 2-0, but does Zane have that same energy, that same grit in him to bring it back here before we get that reset?
He's going to need it if he doesn't want this set to go the full distance, if he doesn't want this grand finals to go the full distance.
Grimnir versus Beatrix.
Head to head once more with a full focus going into game number 3.
Let the duel begin. Round 1.
Getting the Nia theme this time, Deathbound Love, and a great start once again for Kojicoco.
Coming out from Zane, that's BC.
Goes to the 6-6M in that position of all times.
Yeah, right?
So little to gain, but a lot to potentially lose there. Still working out in Zane's favor.
Ooh. There we go, surviving the onslaught of the fireballs, the ultimate version as well, and still able to find the neutral jump to punish. Up against the corner now, Zane back in full force.
Yep, ending with the U Void Light Erasure, gonna set up that H Fireball. Wow, the challenge right there actually prevented Zane from getting the throw, but Zane nonetheless is going to take this round. in a much more dominant fashion.
There we go. You try and challenge. You guessed on the throw correctly, but still the tornado right behind, hedging that bet.
Feels good.
Indeed.
Round 2. Commence.
Big spot dodge on the far end. Kojicoco takes the opportunity to run it down.
Chasing and peppering that block once again with those lights. Ooh, beautiful M Thunderbird for the punish on the 6XL. And this is going to lead to a nice chunk for Kojicoco.
Here we go. Next hit's not quite going to kill unless we get a heavy counter hit starter, so might be seeing a U Thunderbird Link just fine to spend the meter on that ultimate Star Chaser. Ooh, got there, no confirm.
Looking out with the far medium. With a trade, but working once again in Zane's favor.
Yeah, walk it out, threaten the TK air dash for some plus frames, but instead we just pull up with a Psycho Crusher, the Deathrite Tempest. Ooh, Z-Dash doesn't consume that last seal, so looking for the far L to be a little bit more greedy with our turns.
Actually not converting into the SBA right there would have drained Kojicoco's second BP. Nice defense from Koji.
Yeah, he's holding on strong to the meter, but holding on strong with his Delta Clock. We've seen it once, we'll see it again. Triple attack into the SSBA, but it was an H-riding free starter this time.
This might be it as a result. Ooh. Just shy of the KO, the meaty Star Chaser and the LDP, the Embrace Sword.
I really thought that was going to be the kill. We saw a scaled starter the last time, so I thought we had extra damage in the tank, but like you said, set up perfectly for the chip damage.
Very, very nice.
Hey, Koji on reset point now, but gets caught up with the double gale dash.
And off of this far light, this is so much damage, and you're going to have the time to set up those seals again. Not quite, actually, the cooldown, but now it's back and raring to go. Double up, get a massive chunk of damage.
Yeah, having those seals available on the ground just extends the combo so much longer, so much extra damage, and now you're guessing up and off screen 50-50. I got hit. But so did Zane off of the Delta Clock. Instead, not going for the SSBA this time. We have so much more health to work with, and we want to have more meter to threaten this ultimate Fireball.
BC from Zane, but another one from Kojicoco. Oh! Okay, no bite from Zane right there.
Yeah.
Keeping discipline on the defense.
Okay, Spot Thought didn't want to go for an anti-air, but Zane puts a game on the board now.
Huge for Zane right there, just shifting that momentum, making sure that Koji doesn't go into the next set with a 3-0 and preventing the reset at all right now.
Yeah.
Let the duel begin. Round 1. Commence.
We got, okay, just waiting on the other side, looking to whip punish that 6XL. Stuck in the corner, you have the lingering hitbox. Had to spend so many seals just to bring ourselves back to mid-screen.
Trading the JL with the close light right there. That's kind of a risky option to go for in that situation. Could potentially miss the raw U riding free from across the screen. Nice powerful starter right there for Kojicoco.
Had your life on it, and it worked out well, trying to go for the full screen seal set, but Zane caught in the corner. Now we consumed it to escape, but still down 50, 60%. Ooh, that dash caught up by the U Fireball. We see that a lot on both sides.
Yes, exactly. Both these full screen U fireballs. Nice catch with the jump right there. Koji gonna close this out and get another round on the board. Another set point for Kojicoco.
There we go, beautiful pickup off of that riding free just to get a little bit more corner carry. Not that it mattered, we had the damage we needed. Koji, can we seal the reset? Right behind, there we go, Deathrite Tempest to stop you.
Very preemptive with the spot dodge right there. And Koji's just trying to look for an opportunity to start that offense. And there it is. 60% for good measure as well.
Ooh. XDP just to stop the momentum in its tracks. A beautiful spot dodge. 2 more seals still available. Gotta watch the TK dash.
Yeah, Kojicoco just hovering at this range where he can react to them. Goes for the frame trap this time with the Sapphire Slash and chases Zane down with the 6XL.
Just chunking away at the damage. Should be a U Thunderbird Link once again because we know it's not lethal, but next one builds up the 100 to kill.
Big counter 6XL coming out from Zane right there. Doesn't get the extension after the H fireball though.
Yeah. Ends up mid-screen, but still fine to stand right on top of the seals. Threatens so much.
Nice throw coming out from Kojicoco. I believe right now a nothing is forever would be enough. And look at all the chip damage from that U Thunderbird.
Oh my god, it's the double hit into the shockwave, just chewing away at the HP without even needing an actual hit.
Oh, huge backdash right there, and that is going to be a bracket reset for Kojicoco.
There we go. Kojicoco brings you back down into the loser's side with him. This set is for all the marbles.
I only just noticed
Yeah.
Zane with the Sejam cap. It's so cursed.
I've seen so many of those stickers. I've seen Sejam Catalina. I've seen Okwa cap. Like there's a lot of them floating around. I've seen some SSR pulls from you guys.
Sejam rice shower.
Oh yeah, that one goes hard. I gotta say, he's got the already there chat room unique skill. That's a pretty sick sticker, I'm not gonna lie. We can personalize our badges as well, but Kojicoco once again rocking that default, just big chillin'. We got the Mudkip in the photo as well over there on the side. All the personality in these top 8 photos.
Yeah.
Gone are the days of the esports pose.
Yeah, too many goofy little goobers here in the Granblue scene to just opt for the boring, bland esports pose.
Exactly. Have a little fun with it. We're heading into our grand finals reset. Everyone make some noise one more time for our final set.
Magnificent.
Oh, we got a lovely little OST going on too.
This is Galleon's theme, I believe.
It is.
They're cringe.
She's such a dork, man. Big fan, big fan. Affectionate, by the way.
Impressive catchphrase. But just for the sake of offering my personal opinion, I felt like you could really take your majesty to the next level. Your words, your delivery.
Say crank the charisma, crank the cringe up to 200%. One more set here. Both of these gamers down in the loser's side, fighting for that tournament point.
And already Kojicoco off to the races with that 6XL, chasing Zane down, not allowing him to get anything started.
Yeah, straight out of the gate. So many of these round starts, we've seen lingering hitbox of the tornado into EX seals, but Kojicoco doesn't even give you the chance. The first time we've seen that JU to swap up the air momentum too.
Wow, converting off of the M5 will have that range into 6XL, unable to get anything afterwards though.
Yeah, just a little bit too spaced out for that H fireball to link, and now getting back going into the corner. Oh, tricky little side swap back out.
Another throw coming out from Zane. Don't fall victim to wanting to throw tech. That is exactly what every Grim there wants. Still gets hit.
I thought it would just be a little bit too spaced out. I'm sure Kojicoco looking for the same reaction, but there we go. The poke out with the 2L post scramble.
With the lights, of course. Koji's so good at layering those. And again, another catch on the backdash, and nothing is forever. Almost enough.
A big bonk. I thought that would have been lethal off of the 5U, but U Star Chaser, that ultimate fireball, once again does the job.
Yeah, excellent usage throughout this entire set. Honestly, from both players with their U fireballs, they've been catching a lot of backdashes.
Yeah. So trying to maintain that space, right? Put yourself at perfect M riding free distance, put yourself at the space where you're free to send out the EX seal, but brought back down to earth, catches up the match from Kojicoco.
A complete 180 of what we just saw in the previous round. Now Zane, the one in complete control.
CC back out once again, looking for the throw tech, but instead catches out the recovery frames of the spot dodge. We're up against the corner with 100 meters to our name. Let's tie up the rounds real quick.
Very, very nice from Zane.
Now thou knowest the war god's might. Perfection!
Round 3, begin.
Swinging out through with the far edge, but once again, we've seen this round start once. We'll see it 1,000 more times. Finally, an EXDP blocked out and walked out from Zane, and so much damage off of the double gale dash.
Yeah, this is absolutely massive damage right now. Half your HP gone into some of the strongest Okizeme in the game as well.
Exactly. Top 1 offense, self-admitted. We got the ultimate Star Chaser. Once again, the fireball to bring us back mid-screen.
Wow, beautiful check with the far light, even on after the close heavy, excuse me. Ooh, trading fireballs and going under the Death Ride Tempest right there. Lost frames of VC, no BP on the side of Zane right now, but just off on that conversion.
Yeah, the deep dash off of the 668, just waiting for you to land back down. No 5U to be seen, no DP either, but catches you with the jump in. Kojicoco, one more game up in the reset.
Play nice, kids.
Kojicoco on absolute fire right now.
Knock it out, run on spot dodge.
Run throw from Zane. We've been seeing a lot of backdashes from Koji to deal with those, but now they're starting to land their mark a little bit more. There's the throw this time from Kojicoco. A second for good measure. Can we get a third?
Oh, looking for the shimmy this time, but no throw whip to be seen. Just poke out with the 2L.
Nice positioning from Kojicoco right there, not allowing Zane to get the screen positioning.
Okay, ended Ended up minus in your face, but we're still safe. We keep that space.
Crest of wings. A stroke of genius.
Double wind crest in the middle here. Set up the 4 seals manually, but the 2H clean pickup into wall bounce. You riding free.
Yeah, not quite close enough to the corner to get a bigger extension right there, but still you will take what you can get, and another backdash catch with the U Fireball.
Yeah, again, trying to get back out to our optimal space, but when you have that 50 available, it's terrifying. You might be eating a knockdown, and you're eating chip in the corner too. Knocked out with this 6-6L counter at Koji with another round.
The delay timing from both players, Koji scouting out that timing where Zane wanted to contest absolutely beautifully.
Right. Tornado once again. Deja vu action once again. Pick up with the 2M. We didn't have the seal set. It's on cooldown.
Seals are back and available as cancel options if need be. Lovely throw.
Oh, air stall, but it was the walk out from Kojicoco. Not a full confirm, but ends up walking out in turn. It's that Dragon Ball Fighters energy from Zane to swap the sides once more. This revolving door of the corner as you gotta eat this off-screen 50-50.
And there's the low right there from Zane, keeping Kojicoco on his toes.
Shot a ton of high earlier on into the set, or previous sets rather. There we go, dying with that 100 meter.
Round 3. Begin.
Once again, this time Koji going for the more aggressive round start, but Zane ready to deal with it.
Spot out to the 63, nothing found off the spin, and no cancel into the Gale Dash.
I love that right there, Koji going for the DP to beat out the throw in the clash.
Yep. 5U ender, yeah, went for the low option, so not able to avoid the UDP, or safe jump it rather.
The plus frames off the H-Star Chaser right there. Zane able to get some space and contest it with the 6XL.
No backdash caught off that ultimate tornado, but still finding a couple leg confirms to push you back into the corner where our seals are still set.
Beautiful defense coming out from Koji. Nice challenge right there. Not quite in the SSBA range to truly get that Delta Clock damage, but still.
Throw medium fireball. Gonna catch another backdash. I know we're looking at the fully loaded guns, but swings with the 5H only to get caught with ultimate tornado.
Oh, huge catch right there with the U Thunderbird. He knew that Zane was tweaking with those spot dodges. He's gonna get a huge confirm off of it. Massive jump right there for Zane, and he gets a huge pickup as well. This is gonna be the game to even up the set 1-1.
There we go, an errant spot dodge, like you're saying, right? Off of M Thunderbird, H Thunderbird, that would have worked out, but it's the shockwave of that ultimate, that lingering hitbox that catches out the recovery and is so tricky. So willing to spend the 50 on it, didn't quite kill off of it though, so off of another side swap. Zane staying alive here in the Grand Finals reset.
Yeah, unfortunately didn't have the resources to commit to another U skill afterwards to really maximize that damage, but Zane keeping it together in beautiful fashion right now.
Yeah, truly stoic on both of their expressions, finally letting the 2U rock.
And good catch with the riding free, plus frames with the Thunderbird, and you can see Kojicoco is using those Thunderbirds from those spacings where Zane can't just walk under.
Yeah, exactly, spaced out to guarantee those plus frames. At least that's one BP down.
Comes the safe jump, the delay, the slight delay on that close light this time. It's going to lead to a ton of damage and the SBA conversion.
Exactly, catching up the fuzzy mash timing from Zane here. Now you're getting an SBA for it. One more throw could kill with this extra damage.
Corners yourself, but it's not going to matter. The nothing is forever. It's going to seal it regardless.
Yep, jump through JU. 5U does the trick.
Round 2. Begin.
Let's try it.
Snap that once more. Let's backdash it out.
Nope.
Another Death Red Tempest. Just put ourselves right in Kojicoco's face. Finally, we have the corner situation for Zane.
Gets a throw this time again at a timing where the tornado is gone. A second throw for good measure.
Yep. Ooh, didn't go for an air throw instead. Went for the air-to-air JL after the Apex. Able to find a pickup too.
Huge counter hit BC from Koji, able to get out the corner. Now you have a real chance here.
Behind the back of the JM. No catch on Kojicoco, but it escapes the corner only to get Delta Clocked once again. Let's even up that HP.
Organic comeback begins right here, right now for Kojicoco. What's the play from Zane in order to contest, knowing that he has 0 BP?
Up on the bird, that's the end of your turn. Trying to catch out a jump from Zane, but once again, the Delta clock is back up. H riding free. Kojicoco one more step closer to sealing it out for a tournament point.
Yeah, the Delta clock didn't really matter in that particular situation. He was close enough to the corner to be able to get the wall bounce. However, as you mentioned before, now 1 game away from becoming your EVO 2025 champion. Can he go the final distance? Can he leap over the final hurdle? Will Zane make that comeback?
We're back to character select here. I know we're sticking with the Grimnir, but we need some time to recompose. Stop that momentum, even if it's outside of the game, and give yourself a little bit of time to breathe.
Grimnir.
All right. Back on into it for our potential final game. Zane, can we bring this back to another game 5?
Beatrix.
Here we go. The crowd blending the energy right now, saying, Zane, we want to see at least 1 more game after this. Game 4 is not enough. We want to see it go the distance. But is there going to be enough in the tank? Spot up into the EX Fireball is clean, but again, another far L and close L punish, or check rather, from Kojicoco.
Goes to the tick grab this time. We haven't really been seeing that too much. Now another layer, another option to consider on defense for Zane. Gets a huge hit on the raw Star Chaser right there. And again, the U Thunderbird Ender.
Little pick up, guard jump once again, looking for a shimmy off the back dash. Just put ourselves in that perfect far L range. Ooh, oh, committed to the 2H, but again, that Z dash to bait out the anti-air. That's what we've been seeing so often from Zane, but Kojicoco finally bites.
Yeah, it looks so close in landing that 2H as well. It was so barely off the mark. Good tech from Zane to keep alive, but that 2-2M is gonna do it. Kojicoco now 1 round away from becoming your EVO champion.
But it won't blow me down.
Right, Zane, how do we stop the momentum? We took a breather at the rematch, but Kojicoco's still hot. Hold on. Send out the lingering tornado and we catch you with the Psycho Crusher. There we go. Against the corner once more. 5U for the backup, but Kojicoco catches you on the way back down. You don't want to spend the Gale Dash. We're going to pull up with the 5U.
Right, crucial BC right there. Wanted to get back to his seals, and Zane is going to capitalize beautifully right here. Goes for the seal setup instead. Locks it all out. Great defense from Koji. Against an opening, and there we go. Finally, the throw is baited.
There we go. It only took the trickiest sandwich setup we've seen with the tornado. As soon as it blocks, it gets right back on you. But 5, 6, 7 Gale Dashes for 1 kill on Zane's side. Kojicoco still on tournament point, but some wins back in Zane's sail.
Can Zane take this to the game 5, or will Kojicoco close the book on EVO 2025 for Granblue?
We'll want to see 1 more chapter, but how long is the book? We're pulling up. Close L for Kojicoco. Refresh the plus frames with that EX Fireball.
Thunderbird available as well if he wants extra plus frames there. Good far heavy from Zane. Oh, the Hurtbox extension actually prevented the fireball from coming up, but a huge 2H from Kojicoco. He's close enough to the corner. Not quite. Even with the micro dash to sweep, not enough.
Go, the 2U just a little bit short. Still such a big life lead here for Kojicoco. Once again, 50 meter on both sides, but you extended your Hurtbox in the startup. That Raging Strike was not what you wanted, but Kojicoco finds the punish that he needs. No meter to pick this back up. The Raging Strike isn't quite gonna kill. We have Raging Chain and 1 more behind it. Kojicoco is your EVO 2025 champion.
The Prince has finally risen up to become the king here at EVO 2025. An incredible showing throughout this entire bracket from Kojicoco, coming in to the top 8 from the loser side, winning every set in his way, defeating every obstacle, conquering his demon in Tororo, and taking the grand finals against Zane in a dominant fashion. Incredible stuff to this young prodigy here at EVO 2025.
All right, everybody, I know it's late, but let's make some noise. Come on, let's make some noise. Yeah. Here we go. Help me bring in this amazing top 8 in 7th place. Please get loud for Vermillion. And also 7th place, Ryazo. And now, 5th place, Zenith. Also in 5th place, please give it up for Monarch. Here comes 4th place. Please make some noise for Fukunaga. And in 3rd place, get loud for Tororo. And in 2nd place, Zane. Yeah. All right, and finally, to round up our Granblue Fantasy versus Rising Evo 2025 champion, Kojicoco!
Come on, here we
Give it up. And also, hold on, everybody, don't forget. Everybody, don't forget. 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, get these beautiful Nakon sticks. Thank you very much for supplying these wonderful trophies for these gentlemen as well. Guys, do me a favor, hold those up. Hold those up, let them see. Hold those up, yeah. All right, and one more time. Your Granblue Fantasy versus Rising top 8. Kojicoco, can I talk to you for a second? Please. And again, thank you. This is the AT&T Winners Interview. Thank you very much, AT&T. So, Kojicoco, we got a lot to talk about. Okay, how does it feel to be down in the losers bracket, but still be able to pull through and actually be the winner?
Yeah.
That's a good answer.
I'm happy.
All right. Do you have anyone that you would like to dedicate this win to? Maybe back at home, maybe some people that you play with, but anyone you'd like to dedicate this grand finals win to?
Well, there are a lot of people who have helped me practice, both in NA and Japan. For the past few months, I've been in Japan, so I've been able to fight a lot of strong players. Like, I played Shio a lot, like Zane gave Dream. But if there's one person I would like to thank the most, it would definitely be Aaron. Last year's EVO Granblue Fantasy versus Rising champion. I feel like there's no one who's ever had such a, I don't know, I guess within the fighting game community, I've never had someone, I don't know, because he was always there from the start. I remember going to my first tournament and I'm watching all my friends get like top 8s, and then now I'm watching all my friends become like EVO champions. I'm like, all right.
So pretty much the support. Okay, all right. So with that said, I'm going to ask Mr. Chris Lee to help come out so we can congratulate the EVO 2025 winner, his rifle trophy. Yes, 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 yes. Kojicoco, congratulations. You are the Granblue Fantasy vs. Rising champion. Raise that trophy. Raise that trophy high. Yeah. Yeah. Congratulations, sir. All right, with that said, let's go check in on commentators one more time. Commentators, what's going on, guys?